Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Saturday night chat here, the Old Man Podcast. I call this the Lonely Man Chat tonight. I don't know why. I got a nice AI thumbnail, and it was just like three old men, just and they look real lonely. So I says, well, let's call this the Lonely Man's Chat tonight.
The Lonely Gamers Chat.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just saw the stream name come across my phone.
I don't know. Trying to come up with something, but
I look like a lonely man.
AP is here first. AP, and he's
AP,
playing
you're the winner.
25 games at the 73-74 replay with the Canadians using In the Crease Hockey for PC. I think I was doing the Capitals 74-75 to see how they would do, and I think I got 8 or 9 games in. It still takes me over an hour to play that, but I'm glad you're doing that. As Captain Carl comes by, hello, Captain Carl.
Captain.
And Barbara comes by as well.
Hey, Babs.
So this afternoon I get out of work today, and I was kicking back after I got everything done, like 2-3 o'clock, and I pulled out the APA Master book and I started reading that again in the rules. I got the itch to dive back into that. I don't know why. I got the itch to play some, not only APA but the Master. And I don't know why, because
you know what I wanted to ask you? So did anybody step up, though, to help you?
I've had a couple people say, Tebow says, hey, if you want, we can go on this weekend. So maybe like tomorrow after I get out of work, I might go on with Tebow.
Well, you did this on your own today.
Yeah, today I said, I want to see how I can do on my own.
Okay.
It is not, it just gets busy. It's not so much complex as it is just a lot of moving parts when you get people on base. And I think because how it works is when you get a hit and his runners on base, it gives you a hit advancement number. Basically, how good the hit was. You get 2 or 3 different numbers, and you roll to see what number it is, and the higher the number, the better for the batter. And then you could figure out if you want to start, trying to score or going a third or whatever it is. But it gets really nuts. Whereas if you got, first and second or something like that, and you want to send the guy home, it goes through the whole spiel about if you send him home and they want to throw home, here's what happens. If you want the guy going from first to second to try to get the third while the throw's coming home, here's what happens. If you want, you get the cutoff, which is going to prevent that from happening. So it just goes like through every scenario, and I'm kind of looking at that saying, no, I'm gonna probably really make that quite simple. I will just decide if he's going home, we'll throw home. If he has way too many chances to score, I'll let him score and I'll throw the cutoff and stop everybody. So I kind of
be careful. The APA expert traditionalists will come get you.
Oh yeah, it gets quite nutty with all the stuff, and I couldn't follow some of it. There was some of it I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like if this guy goes here, then this guy goes here, and this guy goes here, and here's this and that. I'm like, I'm just gonna simplify that, but it's fun.
So with the article, the APA Master, you can just call cutoff.
Yeah.
So that's like strat.
Yeah. So if a guy's got
Yeah.
like 35 chances out of 36 to get home, you'd have to roll a 66 to throw him out. So the only time you would try to throw him out is if it was the winning run, let's say.
Right. You got to take your shot.
You got it. Yeah, exactly. But so you could just say, look, I'm going to let him score. I'm going to throw it to the cutoff man, and that everyone's stuck at one base at that point. No one else can do anything because I've thrown it to the cutoff man. So that's kind of how I'm going to play it. But there is a scenario which is kind of neat where if you do throw home, no matter what happens at the plate, you could still throw to the second. A different base, a second base, not second, but a second base.
A cutoff guy.
No. So
no. Try to get a guy at the base. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So the play comes to the plate. Safer if out and the inning's over, then that's it. Safer out. You could still try to get a guy going the other base, but the problem with that is that you start playing against yourself, because then you start saying, okay, I'm going to send the runner home. Well, if I'm going to send the runner home, then I'm going to cut it off. So you got to just kind of play it fair. But there is a scenario where you can throw to any base you want to get the lead runner, and then try to throw to a second base. So it does some really nice things like that as far as like baseball goes. And
that's where a little chart might come in. You make up your own little chart.
Yeah, I started. You know what I actually did?
No, I wasn't there.
Check this out. So I
recreated. Dave already made a chart.
I recreated this chart here. I don't know if you can see that. So you see how it's like green, yellow, and red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens on this chart here is that if it's hit to the shortstop, then you roll the dice to see if he's going to be fielding 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
One being the best, I think it is. I forget how it goes, but so if he's a high rated shortstop, he's got a 56 out of 66 chance on the roll to stay in that first level there. Yeah, one is the best. I'm sorry, one is the best.
So the obviously you have if you wanted to do master, you have to buy the master book.
Yeah, you need the master book, and all I did is I just recreated this chart from the book. I just did it in Excel, and it's just easier for me to read now. So I recreated a couple of charts. I scanned a couple of charts, but it's pretty simple. So all the base running and all the stealing, it's just one chart here, and it's just basically you whittle it down, whether it's stealing or whether it's taking the extra base or even tagging up. It comes down to how many chances out of 36. And so again, if it's 18 chances, that's half, right? So that's 11 to 36. You're safe. Everything above that, because that's the halfway point. So it comes down to chances. So if you got 24 chances, well, anything 11 to 46, he's safe. But do you want to take the chance you're going to roll that 51 to 66 for the out? So compared to the basic game where it kind of tells you what happens, there's decisions to make in like I said before here, if it's hit the right field and Dwight Evans is there, you're not even looking. You're not even thinking about taking an extra base on Evans, Whereas if you got Mickey Rivers out there and you hit it to the deepest part of the field and Mickey Rivers has a weak arm, then I'm going for the extra base no matter where I'm going.
Why are you always picking on poor Mickey's arm?
He's the guy that had the weakest arm that I can
always
remember.
Your example, though. The poor
He's the only guy I know
Who's
that
picking on Mickey
the poor
Rivers
guy
and the
was
Canadians.
125 pounds. All right, let's not go
I
there.
know. I know. He just doesn't have a strong arm. That's all. Johnny Damon. How about Johnny Damon? We'll say Johnny Damon.
Better.
Did he cut his hair in Napa?
Yeah. Mr. Jeff comes by. Thanks, sweetest Jeff, coming by. He's been playing. Jeff, what have you been playing? You've been playing what? Has it been football? Did you go back to Masters? Somebody in the
Somebody posted they went back to the Master.
Yeah, I think it was in the
Big
Discord, actually.
baseball player.
Somebody posted on Facebook too that I went back to the Master.
Dufferman's got a power problem over there, so I don't know if he's got a big storm going on or what.
Got to get the generator. I got it. Generator.
Yeah, so Dave, like when we're with the Master game, can you hold runners? If a runner gets on, can you hold? And all that?
Yeah. It's really kind of, there's a lot of things in here. So I have Milton Wilcox and Bill Lee pitching right now, and both have a move to first of +2.
Oh, yeah, move. Wow.
Yeah. So when I go to steal, I factor in the move to first, and I factor in the catcher's arm to get my number, my 11 to 36 number, or it could be higher than 36. It really could be. And so that's how you steal. So I look at the steal. So let's just say the steal. I'm going to look at somebody here who might steal. All right. So Remy, he's got a 27 steal. All right. So I would subtract 2 for the move to first. So that's 25. And the catcher, I would subtract 4 more. So he's got 21 chances out of 36 to get there. So on that roll, I would need 43 or less, 11 to 43 if he was going to steal second base.
Okay.
Now, if the move to first was different, then, if say it was a 0, then he gets more chances now because you're not subtracting.
It's similar to Strat.
Yeah.
Like now, the hold, the jump.
Yeah. Now Fisk has, for some reason, Fisk has a -1 throw to second base. So I'm going to be adding 1 because minus is bad for the player. So I'll be adding 1 to the steal. If one of the Tigers want to steal, I'm going to be adding 1 to the steal range. So it's little things like that, but it's not complicated, and it's super fun to kind of put all these things in place. It's just I've been enjoying the heck out of it. I don't know how else to say it. I've been really
good brain exercise without a doubt.
Oh, it is. You're constantly thinking about things, and I've had to read the book a couple times, and and sometimes like I said, you'll get a result, and sometimes that result will change depending on the pitcher batter matchup, and sometimes it doesn't. anything like a 25 or 26, that'll never change. But you start getting those lower numbers,
Mm.
and I had a play where Yastrzemski rolled, I think it was an 8 or a 9, so I was supposed to get a single, and when I did the math against the righty pitcher, it brought him into the area where it's going to change, and it changed into a line drive to the second baseman. It was kind of neat, just that little bit of a change, and so I can picture the second baseman jumping up and making the catch, or something like that.
Cool.
Right.
I did notice Jeff mentioned some that's the stuff that I don't think he said struggle. I'd have to scroll up a little bit, but the base running kind of, there you go. What does that say? I can't even see what my
Hardest
cheat
part
is
is
on.
the
Yeah.
master game is the base running.
I find the base run to be the funnest part of that. And again, what you do is, so if you get a hit to the outfield, there's a different range in the outfield for where the ball was hit, and that's your starting point to figure out how many chances you get to take the extra base. If you just take the one base, there's no calculation. You're like,
Right.
I'm going to stop at second, or I'm going to stop at third on the single. But if you want to go the extra base, that's when you look at the speed of the runner, you add where the ball was hit, and then you subtract the arm of the outfield, and that's how many chances you get.
Very cool.
Sometimes you'll get more than 36 chances. Let's just say you hit it into the deep part of the outfield and you get a 55, right? And the runner's speed is 18. Well, that's 73. He's automatically safe. You can't throw him out if there's, if the number is greater than the chances. I mean, so it's 36 is the number. So if you come up with a number greater than 36, after you do all the math, then you can't throw them out. There's no
And
way.
it doesn't max out like the one short of the max. So there's always a chance.
No.
No.
So again,
Okay.
so if you were to get the 55 in the outfield, and the runner's speed was 15, so that's 70, and let's just say the arm was 20, that's a 50 now. 50 is greater than 36, so he's gonna automatically score. So you don't even try. You can't get him. It's because the highest you can get is a roll of 66, which is 36 chances. So if you have more than 36 chances, you're automatically safe. So yeah, that doesn't cap out. So that means, and that's why you get the different ranges in the outfield to see how far it goes. And it's the same on a catch. If you fly out to the outfield, it gives you the number to see how deep it was when he caught it, and you use that, the speed of the runner, and subtract the arm of the outfield to get your number.
Nice.
And I really, really like that, because instead of just fly ball and a fast runner scores or a slow runner doesn't score, it gives you that little, do I want to try it? And it makes you think about, do I want to try this at the plate? I really like this. So I find the base running to be the funnest part. But again, you can make it as simple as possible. You can just say, I'm not going to try it. I'm not going to challenge it, But I always do the math. I like to look at the map. Andrew comes by. Hello, Andrew. Thanks for coming by here. Now, there was something here earlier from, where was it here? AP says, anybody ever play Paradise Hockey?
Yeah,
by
I
the late
saw
Harvey?
that.
Paradise.
I think it's still big on Delphi. I remember when Harvey, God rest his soul, created it.
Yeah, it's still out there. I've seen it.
I think somebody had picked up on it also. But I used to get them confused with that and deck of cards. I actually tried Paradise so long ago, but AP, I honestly don't remember.
The cards are tiny.
They're smaller than
they're,
Keats.
they're the size of the play cards, maybe a little less than that.
Yeah, smaller. Yep.
And it was a weird game. It was okay. I think what I liked about it is that I did find a season of AHL that had my Worcester Ice Cats in it. So I printed out that season, and I was playing that a little bit. It's okay. Peter Miller did some videos on that, and he showed how to play that pretty well. It's not going to crack into any of my top hockey games, that's for sure, but it was okay. Micah comes by. Ryan comes by as well. And Jeff's sinuses are killing him.
It's going around the whole. Everybody I talk to is dealing with it.
Yeah, I just got over it. I just got over that. Ben comes by. Hi, Ben. Boy, did we have a unbelievable APA football game the other night. I wish you guys were here for that. So I dug out my 94 season, and I played the Jets at the Patriots. It was a December game in 94. And it was back and forth. Jets were leading. Marvin Jones scooped up a fumble from Sam Gash and scored. That was awesome. That was awesome. And then he intercepted Bledsoe a little bit later in the game. So Marvin Jones was our star of the game. I think that was his name for the Jets, Marvin Jones.
Yeah, I remember.
And
He was a good linebacker.
17-13 Jets, and they milked the clock, forced the Patriots to use all their timeouts, and kicked it down to about the 20-yard line.
And then
So
you paid the refs.
Bledsoe's got a minute to go, no timeouts, and he threw a 15-yard pass to somebody, and he get out of bounds. And then I threw another pass, and he get out of bounds. And so I had it on the 46-yard line of New England, and there was about 30 seconds left. And I called a medium pass to Ben Coates, and I rolled a 66, and it was a touchdown.
No, I don't believe it.
It was the only 66 I got all night for either quarterback, and it happened right when I needed it to.
Coates. How good was he?
64 yards to the tight end, and I could just picture like the defensive end falling down or colliding into somebody, a coach shrugging them off and going all the way. So the Pats go up 20-17. They kick off. Esiason gets it on the touchback on the 20. He's got 25 seconds to work with, maybe all 3 timeouts. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give them like 4 or 5 plays to go up the field and try to come back. 20-17. First play, he has to scramble, and I rolled a fumble, and he fumbled it 18 yards behind the line of scrimmage and was scooped up by New England by the free safety. And so it was Myron Guyton, I think his name was. So I rolled, and he rolled a 55. So he scooped it up at the 2 and went in for the touchdowns. So the Patriots got 2 touchdowns in like 10 seconds.
And they won. Myron Guyton?
Myron Guyton, yeah.
Yeah, giant. He was a giant.
Oh, was he? Yeah, he was the Parcells guy in New England, yeah. Yeah, he was a free safety. It was just a crazy ending. Is like I get the 64-yard pass, and then a hit and a fumble, and they get 2 touchdowns. So it was 17-13, and then they won it 27-17 because they get those 2 quick touchdowns. It was quite. It was just like this. Just wild stuff like that. Just was really fun. I really enjoyed it. And again, Jets were winning. I didn't care. Again, I know it's New England, whatever, but I just was playing, and I was like, "Wow, these 2 things happen at the end."
Well, if any team was going to blow it, it would be my Jets. So it's realistic. It is realistic.
Yeah. Enzo comes by. He says, "You seem to be going for realism in the sense of baseball overall, but not in the sense of historical accurate." I just play.
Why would that be, though? What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I just play.
You're talking about moving runners around. What?
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Dave was saying just cutting runners off, and I don't know. I don't know what he meant.
Yeah, I don't understand what that means for historical accuracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was saying that Jeff says that he agrees that base running is fun. It just like he said, it adds the extra element. And if you have a Dave Parker or a Dwight Evans in right field, it makes a difference.
I think he meant Roberto Clemente.
Compared to the regular basic game, which I love. I love the basic game, but I mean, I hit the right field as I hit the right field, and the chart tells you what to do. But now in the master game, you got those arms out there, and you're thinking twice about taking that base. I really like that.
It adds another level.
I always love the games with the outfielders' arms.
Yeah. And Mike says he's been playing History Maker baseball, pretty much exclusive. It's fun when you get on a run.
Does that mean he hasn't been going to the class to teach? He's just staying home?
Skipping out, yeah.
Wow. My man, Michael, good job.
We are lonely. We are lonely here tonight here. Thanks for coming by, Michael.
And boy.
John had a birthday this week.
Yes, he did. I think he turned 80.
Was it 80? Was it 80?
So.
I missed it because it come up in my feed. It said John had a birthday 2 days ago. I'm like, oh man, I missed it. I used to get, because I do a lot of Facebook on my phone, and it used to pop up and say that, and now it doesn't do that. You got to like dig for it under events or something like that.
You got to roll a player finder.
When you're a certain age,
for John, you got to roll a player finder.
Yeah.
After a certain age, it don't come up anymore.
I think that's what it might be. Yeah.
I knew
Brock
John
comes by.
Younger, right, Joe? Weren't we talking? Said he was probably around our age, maybe.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, actually, we were today talking about it.
I know, John. I was just hoping somebody was older than me.
Jeff's doing a season replay. Oh, he says, if I'm doing a season replay, I look at the box score to see who got a stolen base, how many innings, and it gives you I do the same thing, Jeff, is I go to the baseball reference and I keep that up. And even with the football too, I see who got the most carries and I put them in order on my table and say, this guy's going to get the most and the second most. So I try to frame that around what happened and use that as my starting point. I'm the same way when I do these games. You know what I even did tonight too, fellas? Is my big thing with baseball, if I don't use a helper like Digital Diamond or Strat or Replay, if I just throw some teams on the table, I don't know who's on the bench and who's in the bullpen. Okay, because you have all these cards and not everyone is at that game that day. And it's always been that's been my little sore spot about baseball. It's like, how do I know? If I want to bring in a pinch runner, how do I even know he's on the bench? And if I want to bring in a pitcher, how do I know he's even in the bullpen? What I did tonight before I played this master game is I went to Digital Diamond and I went to this game, right? And it gave you the lineup. And then I went to the bench and I only put the players that were on the bench. There was like one or two guys that I had that did not appear on the bench, so I put them away. So now I did the same with the pitchers. I says, okay, who's in the bullpen? And I just throw it out the pitchers. So now I should be pretty close to who played in the game, because what I don't want to do is bring in a fast guy that wasn't even on the team that day.
Right.
It's just like, so I if I want to bring in a pinch hitter, I look, okay, well, like Freddie Lynn wasn't in the starting lineup. So was he on the bench or was he, taking a day off? So I look, he actually was on the bench. So I do have Freddie Lynn available, but there's like George Scott was not in the lineup and he was not on the bench. So George Scott, I believe it was, is not going to play for me. So I found a workaround. I did. I went to Digital Dime, kind of cheated, went into the game and saw what they had. And I'm going to take that they did a good job setting up the lineup, so I don't have to worry about it.
That's the good thing. What I love about Hockey Reference, because with Hockey Reference, they give you who suited up, so you know who's on the bench, who is starting.
Here's a George Scott trivia. Remember, he used to wear the necklace with the beads. They looked like they were longish.
Really?
You what? Yeah. You remember?
Good guy.
A reporter asked him what that was. And you remember the answer?
And that I don't remember.
No.
Second baseman's teeth.
Oh.
I'll never forget
I
that.
actually was at a hotel years ago in Hartford. I went to a baseball card show, autograph, and he was there. And he stood in the hotel. He hung up. What a good guy. The
big
stories.
Dude, right, Joe?
Huh?
He was big, right?
Big guy.
Yeah.
The stories, oh my goodness. The stories he told us. And he was telling the truth, because he was talking about certain games. But just a really nice guy.
Cool.
Nice. I actually screwed up that Apple football game. I had Matt Barr kicking off for the Patriots, and he shanked it like 25 yards, and the Jets up back got it and ran it back to midfield, and I was like, wow, that was bad. And then he kicked off again in the same thing. I'm like, something can't be right. Why is he shanking 2 kicks in a row? And someone brought it up and says, double check to see if he kicked off. So I went to Football Reference. I went to the game, and for some reason that game they had every single play, and Matt Barr wasn't kicking off. He was kicking the field goals, but the punter was actually kicking off. And he had 2 cards, and I forget his name now. Like, why does he have 2 cards? One is for kickoffs and field goals, and one was for punts. And he was doing the kickoffs. I put him in, and the kickoffs are normal again. So, yeah, I screwed that up. But somebody pointed that out in the chat, and I was like, oh, man, I'm glad you guys pointed that out. And I'm glad I went and checked on that. So, Big Van Vader, he was playing 78 Patriots, and Grogan had a scramble, ended up with a 45-yard TD. Yeah, Bledsoe scrambled for 21 yards in my game. And I can picture, like, he's running and, like, just got the whole sideline. So he took off. He's not a fast runner, but I mean, if you got 30 yards and there's no one near you, I mean, anybody can do that. So so that's the great thing about the scramble features. You're not always going to just get caught with a loss or no gain. You can, with a good roll, scramble with the quarterback. And I really love that.
That's like in season ticket football with the pressure.
Yeah.
You're not getting, it happened to me today. And who the heck was I playing? Kansas City. I got a mental.
Buffalo.
And the Kansas City code. The Mahomes ran for 19 yards. He had pressure, ran for 19 yards.
Yeah, well, he could do it.
Yeah, and then to me, that's real, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
I mentioned to Dave a while back. I loved using. I forget what game I got purposely. I broke out. Oh, current teams with was it season because of scrambling quarterbacks. I like doing that. Maybe
Okay.
it was season ticket. Solitaire.
Solitaire.
Might have been solitaire pro football.
I'll tell
I
you.
like the way the quarterback scramble in that game, how it works out. I
I
love that.
I don't know how I played without that disrupted eye for so long. What a
Oh yeah,
difference!
yeah. Once you
What
throw
a
that
difference!
in,
It makes it so much more real.
yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
get
Yeah.
penalties and fumbles and things like that can happen. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't use that, and then I did. And I was like, yeah, I like the disrupted die too.
Like I can never play without it now.
Yep. Jeff said he's playing basic game with the football now. He's gonna go play 81 and get more comfortable before he moves to the master game for 85. I use the master book, Jeff, but I play basic. And you've seen how I play. I have the defensive cards that I use, and the only master stuff I really use are maybe the block punts. I might try to rush a punt and use the master rule for that. Aside from that, I do mostly basic, but I like the master book. It's got the rare plays, it's got the screen pass, it's got the draw, which I use sparingly because they're not very effective. And those are really designed for head to head. So when you're trying to, someone's like, okay, I'm going to play deep, and then you run the draw, you're supposed to, catch them sleeping or something like
Yeah.
that.
Am I right?
Master comes now with the game automatically, correct?
I
The
don't
what now?
think so. No.
No, we don't have the master then.
No. I think
I'm
you have to
trying
buy
to
that
think.
separate.
All right, you don't have the draw play,
a
right?
separate
That's
order.
right. Yes, you're right.
I would just stick with the basic. I mean, you can get the master book, and
Yeah.
it just comes with what else that the master book does is so let's just say you have your results column. Let's just say you go inside run, and it's index A against ground, right? And you get
Right.
your results. So let's just say you roll a 16 and it's 15 yards or whatever it is, 10 yards. In the master book, it divides that column into first and fourth quarter and second and third quarter.
Wow.
So that's really neat too. So if you run that play and get the result, depending what quarter is, you get two different results. And sometimes it's more in the first and the fourth, and sometimes it's more in the second and third. And so that's what's really fun about the master book too, is you get a ton of different results.
Now, what do you think the logic is behind that?
Yeah, because it never made sense to me.
Yeah. What do you?
It just so let's just say you got a 4-yard run, okay, in the basic book. I think what it does is it takes that 4-yard run and it might go 5-3 or 6-2. So it just takes that 4 and splits that up into the different quarters. I kind of like it, and even the field goals are like that. It divides the field goals up a little bit. I like more results. I don't want to get the same result every time. I like the fact that if I'm in the first or fourth quarter, I get some different results than the second and third. To me, I like that. I like more results for me. I like the more results. I do.
There's got to be something statistical in it. But Keith does it too with second season. There's got to be something.
Yes, he does the same thing. First, second, third, fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they're not just throwing that in there to be different. I guarantee that.
You think it has to do maybe? Well, but then it would be if you have the lead, if you're behind. That I could see. That
Maybe.
I could see.
Maybe.
That's way off my IQ base.
Yes, I live on the baseball reference, football and hockey reference, even the basketball. I'll be there all day. What I'll do is, if I'm at the rink and I'm scorekeeping, I'll go there and I'll be like, okay, I just got this season. What games do I want to play? Or I was kind of looking up, like, I picked up a couple of payoff pitch seasons, and I think I might get an APA season as well. So I kind of looked at like what guys are in that season that I could play. And you know what I do is I will go to the whole list of like batters or quarterbacks or whatever it is, and I'll sort by age. And I'll say, who's the oldest guy here? And it's like, oh, this guy was 42 and still playing. It's like, oh, I got to make a mental note to play him. And then who was the youngest guy? Oh, this guy was 18 and he only played a couple of games. I need to get him on the table. So I like to kind of see when I look at seasons, like, sometimes it helps me buy a season, and sometimes like, oh, I have this season. Who do I want to play?
Right. I get that.
Doug comes by. Hi, Doug. Hope things are going well with you. Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Arnold.
Good to see you, Arnold.
Arnold mentioned meeting us at D to D. That's been a while, Arnold. You better get ready to meet us at the next D to D.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I forgot to call.
Oh, you haven't called Mike yet?
He texted me this morning.
Oh, he did?
And I said, I'll call you after. Or was that
Oh.
yesterday? I don't. He knows I'll shut it. Tomorrow, I'll call him. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he's been talking. Yeah, he's been talking to Chad over there at the hotel, and so
Lord.
I'm not sure where he ended up. He's been like going back and forth with him about times and dates and stuff. So
Wow, am I losing it?
yeah, he wanted to fill you in. So he's like, yeah, Vinny's supposed to call me. I'm like, oh, hopefully he will.
All week.
Oh,
But I was playing golf, then this and that. And now I'm starting to work out. And I got to tell you, it is not fun
oh
after
no,
doing nothing for
yeah.
ages. I'm a hurting fool. Anyway.
Nice. Oh yeah, Ben brings up.
Speaking of Mike,
I had excuse me one sec. I had a rare play in my game where the ball came loose. The Jets fumbled it, and the New England defense guy kicked it out of bounds and got a penalty. So the Jets got the ball back in 10 more yards. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I had a crazy game. It was great.
That's
So sorry.
great.
Go ahead, Joe.
so I was saying, speaking of Mike Canister, I got to ask you this, Dave. So how does the Appa Master handle Suicide Squeeze?
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
You can drop the bunt at any time in that game, and yeah, you can actually steal home, and so here's the criteria for stealing home. You subtract 15 chances
Wow.
from your stealing number. So whatever your stealing number is, so let's just say your stealing number is 18, and then I don't think there's any other modification. So you would subtract 15. So you'd have three chances to steal home. So you would have to roll 11, 12, or 13 to steal home if that is in that example.
Unless you were Jackie Robinson.
Yeah. I have actually tried it a couple times. I forget if I succeeded. I don't know if it was payoff pitch or if it was season ticket or maybe even, no, it wouldn't have been APA because I can't steal. Maybe Strat. There was a game I had a guy on third, a fast guy, said, I'm going to try to steal home. And I forget what happened on the play.
I think season ticket baseball, you can attempt to steal home too.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, that was kind of fun. Jeff says, the only change I would make with APA baseball is if players on multiple teams give him multiple cards. That's where Strat gets it right. Payoff pitch does that too.
Payoff pitch does it,
Yeah, I was just going to say that, yeah.
I as long as I have
and
the
they
cards,
put the dates.
as long as I have the cards, as long as I have the player card, you know, I know sometimes at APA I got to go dig on another team because I'll look. He's not here, so
Yeah,
I'm going to say,
Strat.
he played on two teams, so I got to go find him on, you know, Houston and pull him off of that. And I do that with the hockey too. With APA hockey, I'll go and I'll find guys in other teams and put them on. As long as I have the card, I'm actually okay with it. I mean, obviously, payoff pitch is the best with that. And I think season ticket too, whereas the guy's on, if he's on the team, you get the card on that team. So you never have to go find the guy, you know? So I do.
The one thing with that, go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead.
The one thing with that is this plus minus. I do like the combined cards because when I used to play, I would just put them on the team I wanted to put them with. But for season replayers and as played guys, like you, Dave, you could take John Doe's card when he played with the Brewers and he only hit 199. But when he moved to the Mets and he hit 360, that card is so much better. So you have the card he could actually perform bad with the Brewers, but he say he played 50 games. You know what I mean? You're going to use him there. Whereas if he went nuts when he played with the Mets, 360, whatever it is, you have that card to play with them. When there's a combined card, you don't get that same accuracy. You get the total of what he did.
Well, payoff pitcher gives you all three.
And what they do to added layer is they put the date till he played for them till
sometimes
June 30th.
Not every season has that, but some seasons have that. And I do like that because it's, I take all the combined totals and I have them off. I never use them. I go with, if they're on the team and whatever they did on that team, that's how they're going to be on my table here. Captain Carl playing some hockey bones, 77-78 Stanley Cup Final, Bruins Canadians. That's a 4-3 win for the Canadians.
That's why I say hockey bones is realistic.
I think it is. I think hockey bones is pretty darn good. And the defense is involved almost on every play, like you said. Larry comes by. You like listening about different people's games and their play and their result. Yeah, that's what we do here.
Yeah.
We talk about that stuff and have a good time.
It's a
Jeff
great
says,
hobby.
Apple football. Yeah, he loved to have multiple cards for plays. I've had to do that so many times. Is since I'll play a game. I was like, where is this guy? No, he played on another team, so I got to go dig him out and find him. But I'll find him and I'll play him again. As long as I have the card, I'm happy with that.
Oh, there's no getting over on Sherlock Gardner. He'll find that guy.
Yeah, I will dig him out.
Yes, you will.
Stone Cold Hockey for Doug tonight. Yep.
Stone Cold.
And Brock is anticipating the Thanksgiving holiday sale, the Black Friday stuff. Yeah, I gotta start jumping on that because that's coming up.
I thought about.
Holy cow, that's coming up in a couple of weeks, right? We
Yeah.
gotta have the Black
Yeah.
Friday show.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to hold back ordering any.
Yeah,
something.
I have been too. Yeah, Appa baseball and football cards. Best cards dice sports game. I like them too. I like all the Appa games.
Yeah, they're good games, but different opinions, different
Yeah, it is.
strokes.
Yeah, I happen to like them. I don't
I
know
do.
if they're the best, but they're on my table quite a
Well,
bit.
I never played them in my
Yeah, we're hoping to
50
do-
plus years.
Yeah, we're
But I
hoping to
do
do
like
Black
football
Friday.
and hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the baseball too.
Yep, we had a good time at D Con Arnold. That was fun. Joshua comes by, and he says, "Always
Hey,
like to
Josh.
see people playing hockey bones." I know. I will get that back on the table. And Jeff says, "I like how you can call draw plays and screen passes in the master game." Yeah, they don't work that well. I have a little system where I roll the dice to see what the defense is going to call, because that's really a head-to-head thing. So I roll the dice, and I think 1 through 4 they play deep. And then 5 is standard and 6 is ground, because if you try to go screen or draw against ground, it doesn't work that well. You want a deep defense, and so I leave a little bit of room to have the defense make the play. Again, it's just kind of a home thing I do. Barbara says she might try Hockey Blast one day. I think you would like the 49 better that you're playing. I think that's the better game for you. Just my opinion, but you might
You're
like
going down a rabbit hole. You'll be
Yeah,
spending
don't-
more money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
keep
yeah.
stats by hand. Well, I don't. Usually, I just do one game, and so I have my score sheet. And sometimes I keep it, sometimes I don't. If I'm using something for stats, then I'm going to use a program to keep my stats, like a digital diamond or something like that.
I use pencil and paper.
I do, but as far as like keeping like game stats and all that, I can't do that.
Joe does pencil paper too,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Joe?
yeah,
Yeah.
he does. Yeah.
Erasable pens. I buy
IndyCon,
erasable.
I don't know. That's right during my playoff time for me.
I can't.
So I don't
Yeah, I can't
because
either.
I'll have because the next month is the Connecticut trip, so I need to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I had to commit to just the 2. It's just not fair in the home life. So I'm going to Canton, and I'm doing our own.
Yeah, we'll do D to D. I'm going to try to
Yeah.
get back to Canton next year. Hopefully, Mike will drive next year again. I'll go with him. Mo says, Apple football and baseball, I enjoy the game mechanics. Just wish the defenses in football and pitching and baseball are more accounted for. I would say that's why I like the master baseball. It is the pitchers are now more fine-tuned and the batters have the lefty-righty splits. I really, really do like the master baseball for that. And the football, yeah, it is a generic defense for football. I will give you that. And
Even in the master game?
yeah, I think so. Although the master game, if you play head to head and you guess right, like in Strat, you can drop down the results a little bit. I think is that how that goes. But even in the hockey, unless you play with the Mike Berger individual ODAI, it's a team defense. It'd be nice if football could figure out a way to do individual defense. Somebody probably did come up with a way to do that.
I mean, in a game.
Yeah.
In the game? Well,
Yeah.
you kind of have that in season ticket football.
Yeah, season ticket. That's the one. And
in ST's game too.
yeah, matchup. You're going against
You do
individual.
have single
ST,
linebackers,
yeah.
tight end. Not tight end.
Matchup, yeah,
cornerbacks.
always.
Yeah. Yeah, but Appa's really designed to be more of team defense.
And like Strat, same with Strat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
No,
Strat
unless you get
advanced.
into the right. Unless you get into the
Advanced
yes.
plays
P-
with
PJ
with
comes
the little
by.
tiles.
PJ's joining the lonely man's chat tonight.
Mm.
The convenience of computer games and the stat keeping is the main draw for me now. Yeah, use the computers and the stuff. Whatever works for you. That's the thing. Whatever works for you.
I'll tell you why I start. I originally, was a pen and paper guy, and then I was doing a 69 Met replay, and somebody taught me putting stats in a computer, and I was keeping hits for each play, every stat in the computer, and the whole file got lost.
Oh, yeah.
In the middle of the season, and I was like, never again.
I get it. I
I'm
lost
an
a
old
lot.
dog. I'm just an old dog.
Yeah. I lost a lot when this laptop, so the one before this, I lost all my solo replays. Is it my fault for not backing them up? 100%.
Well,
Yeah, same
my
thing.
old computer went down, and it took my replay basketball season with me. I was playing the Celtics every game, and that's gone. And I think it took my 78 Red Sox replay. So I wasn't smart enough to back it up to a drive somewhere where I could get at it.
Now, every time I buy a PDF or something, I have a thumb drive. Boom.
Yeah, that's the way to
I
do
put
it.
everything on the thumb drive.
Yeah. And hello from Texas. I almost wore my Texas hat, but I put on my Bruins hat because I think they actually won a game today.
Hey, Tom. What's going on?
So Tom comes by. Oh, we got the Red Jester. Thanks for coming by, Mr. Red Jester.
Is he ID's cousin?
I wonder about that. I wonder
Are
if
you
they're-
just as related?
or at least the tag team partners, right? They got to be tag team partners.
Newsflash. Canadians just tied the game 2-2. Carry on.
I saw that they were up the other day because Edmonton ended up losing, right?
Let's not bring that game up. All right, those
Oh,
refs.
my
those refs,
phone
let's-
didn't stop
I-
lighting up for about an hour.
I
those
have an
refs
idea.
should all be fired.
Let's do a deep dive into that Canadians loss to the Oilers the other night. All
They
right,
should all be fired.
they all are fired.
Send them where the NBA guys are going.
Oh man.
But we won't get into that one. Oof.
Ron says, speaking of Black Friday sales, do all the tabletop companies have sales?
Most.
A lot do.
Yeah.
Do. I got to go over last year's and contact everybody to see who's doing what this year. But most people do. Some don't, but most do have. A lot of is like the PDF sales. That's kind of
Play.
a big deal. You get the bigger discount on PDF, that's for sure.
I went nuts last year with play with the PDF with the hockey. I was printing and cutting for like 2 months.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
you couldn't. They were like, "How can I not buy these?" the
Z-Duff,
sales
I
were
never
crazy.
heard of that thing.
What?
What he just said. An erasable pen.
Yeah, I buy erasable pens.
Frixon pens? Interesting.
Frixon. Oh, I got to look into that because that's what I use.
Staples, I guess you
Erasable.
can get them at Staples or so. Or I do it my lazy way and just order from Amazon. They deliver.
That's what I do.
I wish Amazon could work out for me so I can get it without the pain.
Did you guys ever have a pen that writes under whipped cream?
Under whipped cream.
What? I wouldn't.
This is a sports show. Where are you going?
You remember that episode from the Three Stooges
No.
when I don't know if it was Shemp. I think Shemp was dreaming, and the three of them invented a pen that wrote under whipped cream.
I don't remember.
Sorry,
that one.
folks. Sometimes this show takes
They were
a
going to
deep
sell
dive.
it for $10,000, and they were giving the demonstrations. They had the bowl of whipped cream with the mixer, and they put the pen on there. Here's the pen that writes under whipped cream. It's all the investors are there ready to invest. And Shemp was a ghost, and he turned it on high, and it sprayed the whipped cream. Yeah, there's a
remember
pen that
that
writes
one.
under whipped cream. That was the Three Stooges thing.
Is that like Core A Apple?
The things that are in the back of my head, I don't know. I don't
Joe
know.
knows Core A Apple, right?
Core
Does
A
it Core A Apple?
Rhodes is a pencil paper guy all the way. Yes, back up. Yep.
Yeah, Chris.
And Barbara
you're
does the pencil and paper too. Yeah,
With her
Apple,
Mets.
I do like how App is doing the football season. They come out with 70 and 80, and now they come out with 86. I got to pick up 80. I want to get that. I don't know about 86.
It's interesting. Both Appa and Strat came out with 86 football this year. So interesting.
And Doug says Hockey Blast, great game, but he thinks 49 Quick Decks is a little bit better. They're different games.
Yes.
I love the highlight hockey, man. You bang that out in 20, 25 minutes, maybe half hour, and it just, it's so good.
Went
I
through
love
my
both
adventure
games.
last night.
It's just
Couldn't believe it. I finally had time last night. You guys know I reached
yeah.
out
Well,
to
you yeah
both
yeah. When
teams.
you come home and you're tired and you're trying to do something new, it
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Yeah, but you heard the results, right? What happened?
Oh yeah. He's got to send out the 3-on-3 cards, right?
They were
Yeah.
all done.
You gotta
they were
email 'em.
misprinted.
Yeah.
They were
He made a
misprinted.
post. You could just email him.
If
I
you
guess he
bought the
can't keep
game-
track to do it on his own.
If you bought the game, he's redoing the cards for the 3-on-3. Yeah, I got home from Bible study and I was like, man, I got some energy. I'm going to do the overtime of my Game 1 Ottawa Toronto playoffs with quick decks because I'm feeling good. What do you mean 3-on-3 has face-offs? I don't see them. I look
Yeah.
for the cards.
That was
And
wild.
then I
Have you
reached
played
out
the
to
full
Greg.
game with Quick Decks yet?
No, that was the attempt right there, buddy.
Oh no, don't don't do the overtime 3-on-3. Just try to get
Well,
the
you
game
can't
flowing
now, but
5-on-5. Yeah, try to
Well,
get the game going.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's what I told Vinny and I told Grant
Yeah.
because we talked through an email. I played the full
Yeah.
mostly, and but I've never played seasons when the 3-on-3 was
I
implemented.
don't either. Yeah.
So
don't
I
either.
never knew that the 3-on-3 cards
Yeah.
that they weren't proper. But he
Yeah.
did make a post and he said anyone who did
Yeah.
buy it, just send him an email and he'll
I
look
just
it up
feel
and he'll send
bad,
you the new
Dave.
set.
I feel bad because he's got to print them up again.
Oh yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
paying for the print cost.
Yeah, but he found
Unless-
his mistake. That's important.
I
To fix
know.
the mistake.
No, he didn't find the mistake. Thank you. Could I get a little credit?
Vinny did.
Ay, ay, ay.
He's a stand-up guy. He's right away.
Tabernacle. Is that the way you say it? Oh, my time last night. I went into bed almost 12 o'clock.
You could be a Sharks fan. Yeah, it's like reliving the Seals, says PJ. Yeah, they won the other night. Who'd they beat the other night?
Don't talk. Who
Was
they
it-
beat?
Oh, they beat the Rangers. The
Yeah.
Sharks beat the Rangers. Oh
Yep.
man.
Yeah, but let me tell you, you get to watch that kid Celebrini every night if you're a Sharks fan.
Yeah.
He is good. He's real good.
Some Road says game 2 is good. That was incredible. I saw somebody posted a picture of that Toronto game, and it showed a picture of the guy hitting the home run, and in behind home plate, Geddy Lee was like from Russia. Geddy Lee has season tickets to Toronto, and he's behind the plate, and he's like all excited. I thought it was kind of funny. Doug's gonna play some 49 highlight tomorrow. I should dig that out again. I should dig that out. The 91-92 season. Yep.
That's I love
Newsflash.
that season. I don't know why. I just love that season.
Newsflash, Canadians are up 3-2. Carry
All
on.
right. All righty. Yes, Three Stooges Talk. It is a lonely man show. we talked to Three Stooges. That was I don't know why I remember that episode. That no, it was he was dreaming he was a ghost, and Mo and Larry were trying to screw him out of some money with that pen that writes under whipped cream. So he turned on the machine on high, and everybody got soaked with whipped cream, and they wouldn't invest in the pen anymore. So. Yes, Saturday Night Lonely Man. We can talk about anything. Yes, that's what we do. No, I'm not yanking change. That's a real thing. That's just the Three Stooges episode. The pen that writes under whipped cream. Google that. And Barbara says she's going to vouch for you, and she saw your post. Okay.
Thank you, dear.
86 Strat football back when I was in OSA school at Damneck. Oh, that must be a college. I should watch them on TV. Like tonight I was watching, I don't know, like Grambling State in, I don't know, Falling Leaves State. I love those little odd schools. I forget what I was watching tonight before I go on here. It was great. Ben says he was okay with the 4-on-4 OT. The 3-on-3 is a bit too much. I love 3-on-3. I think it's really fast. I think it's really great. I love watching the young guys skate around like it's roller hockey. They go nuts. I do. I like that. I really do. Jeff says he's got 82 on his wish list. He wants to replay the strike season. And save info in the cloud. I started to do that today. I had a couple things on my computer. My work computer's getting really old now, so I've been throwing some stuff in the cloud. Yeah. And Vinny did find the mistake.
Thank you again, dear.
Yeah.
Jeff was right. It's 40th anniversary of 86. That's why both companies came out with it.
I have 84 football, but it's it's a weird one. It's like there's not a lot of cards in that. I traded with somebody, and it's there's not a ton of cards. It's like just the skilled players and like one set of. It's not everybody like all the other seasons. It's a very
I
light.
have it in second season.
Individually, 1984, I've suggested that season every time somebody asks what season should it get into, because it had so many record-breaking performances
Mhm.
by different players that year. It's absolutely a fun season. 84.
Marino,
One of my
Elway,
favorites.
yeah,
Marino.
Yeah.
Then you had Eric Dickerson.
Dickerson.
And you had
I
James
think they
Wild
have
with 400 and
83.
some attempts.
So you could get 83, and they have 85, and 84. It's not in stock, but I have like an older version of it.
And
it's
Appa
okay.
doesn't have it. You're
Appa,
saying.
I have it in Appa because it's
Right,
an older
yeah.
one that somebody traded with me. So
Mhm.
it's not. I mean, it's the official Appa, but it's just an older one, so it doesn't have a ton of guys in it.
Second season has it because I actually bought it
Yes.
from them.
Season ticket has it too.
And season ticket, yeah, he goes back to he's got almost every year.
Yeah, yeah. Tom says, have a huge Hockey Blast XHL project going. He's played 10 games in the last couple of days. Fantastic.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep. And
It's got the mat and stuff for them.
oh, it's a naval base. Okay, I get it.
Oh,
Jeff's friend's ex-husband accidentally ordered the wrong college football package a few years ago. Ball State was one of the teams, and they wanted to have an incredible run that year. Yeah, 84 is a fun season. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Is Ocean Naval, about a mile and a half near Virginia Beach. Very nice. Very nice. So I was trying to tackle the master baseball game tonight. I was having fun with it. I'm not gonna lie. And I was going along pretty good. I'm only a couple innings in. But I don't think I got hung up at all. I thought I had everything going pretty well. When you get later in the game, that's when the fatigue comes in for the pitcher. So I gotta have to like get on top of that. But I remember when I first played it, I really enjoyed it, and I was enjoying what I played tonight. So I gotta say, I'm kind of happy I went back to it, and we'll see how it comes out. See if I can get through the whole game. Bank Shot is coming out this. Oh, you're gonna pull out Bank Shot on your table? Yeah, Bank Shot's great.
Speaking of bank shot, though, Joe did just come out with set 14 for college too.
Yeah.
Not just. I think he announced it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I just pre-ordered 75 for baseball, and I got 79. 79. I have the PDF and I printed out the whole season, and so I have 79. But I said the next order I get from him, I'm gonna get the printed 79 because I just like those cards.
Joe doesn't like 79, right, Joe?
Who, me?
One of his
You
favorite
have some
teams.
memory. What's my favorite team from '79?
The Pirates, yeah.
I just love playing
Yeah.
with that pirate team.
Yeah.
We can do strap meetups, and we do bring your favorite. I always have the Pirates in there.
Yeah, I want to so I ordered that so I could have that printed instead of PDF. So I said, okay,
Cool.
I want to get that. I was going to get some Bank Shot. I got enough Bank Shot. I don't play much basketball, and it's a long game, and I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. And I'm thinking about doing a project where maybe I play a quarter or a half or something like that. I shorten the game up so I could play a little tournament. But I think I have plenty of that. I got the
I know I do.
ABA. I got some Celtic seasons and some. I think I got 95, 96. So that would be what, Michael? I think I got that
Yeah.
there. So I have some key teams. In
Other than 2 of the women's seasons, I have everything except for that set 14.
Yeah.
And 2 of the women's, I have one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Why not? Yeah. Jeff's
not
been
even
making
playing
some. I saw he did a Master Game video the other day. I was watching some of that. Yep. I try to watch all the Master stuff to try to help me figure out the game. 79 Pirates. Yes, that's a good season. Yeah, that's my wheelhouse. 78 to 81 is really where I was. Wasn't old enough to drive. So I was stuck at the house and, watching a lot of TV, buying the baseball cards and the football cards. And so that's where I was. So those are my big seasons there. So that's why I have those in pretty much everything I can get my hands on for hockey, football, baseball, you name it. I was trying to figure out another baseball season to get. I just couldn't. I don't know if I was going to pick up 74 for Apple. I thought about maybe 74.
That's a good Dodgers team.
Yeah.
75 was a good season too.
I don't have 75.
you
I
got
heard
it.
they were going to remake 75, so that's why I haven't got it yet. I heard they were going to remake that. So I'm getting it in payoff pitch when it comes out. So at least I'll have, because I don't think I have 75 in anything but season ticket right now. So I don't have anything printed.
I have 75 in History Maker Baseball.
Oh, do you?
In fact,
I think
I'm
I do
going
too. I
into
think when I
a
bought
league
it.
with Paul Fay with that season.
Yeah, I think I have it. Mark says he's a fan of 78. That's who I have out right now. I have my 78 Red Sox and Tigers, and I'm playing the master game with that right now. Ben also says on the other end, Field Day just come out with 1915. I think I saw that. I got the emails from then, so I think I saw that. David comes by. Anyone thinking about doing bank shot basketball season using Action PC Basketball? They have the card entry feature. I think that might work pretty well. I haven't tried it yet. If anybody has, let me know. I have the hockey one, and it's not quite there yet. It's not
No, it's
really.
not where we want it.
Yeah, it's not where it's got to be. There's a couple things that need to be fixed on that. So I'm kind of hoping they do that. I imagine the football's coming out next year, and I imagine that would probably be easier because it's just what happened on the play. Whereas hockey, with so many things that can happen, it's hard to. I sent him a message. Just let me put in the box score. That would be the best thing. Let me play my game and put in the box score after. And that's all I would need, because I don't need to sit there and roll the dice and click, and then roll the dice and click. I'll be there all day doing it that way,
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
But with the basketball, well, I got good with the basketball with the iPad, because I was like, okay, here's the shot, no good, and I hit the iPad. Then I continue on flipping the cards and rolling the dice. I got pretty good with bank shot doing that with the iPad. So I wonder if I could do it with the Action PC Basketball. I wonder if that would work. I don't know. I didn't get the new basketball yet, so that I don't know. And so David doesn't have the basketball cards. Okay. But I'm wondering how that would work with the basketball cards.
I haven't opened it to try it.
Yeah. I didn't get it yet, so I can't help you with that. And I imagine the baseball will be the kind of the same way.
Oh, what season I always in baseball, and one of these days I'm going to. I own it in season ticket. 1941. I just want to do
Really?
some kind of DiMaggio and Ted Williams, my favorite all-time baseball player. You got DiMaggio, Ted Williams.
I did it twice on Strat.
I've thought about doing a sometime down the road. Just play all the games Yankees against Boston, and see how those two pair against each other in those games.
I almost picked up 63 or 64 for payoff pitch. And I was kind of last night looking in my my baseball reference, trying to figure out one of those seasons. One of them had Mantle and Maris. One of them had Yogi Berra. And I was like, boy, it'd be fun to play those guys. But when I started looking around, I didn't know too many other people. I'm like, man, I hate to get a season just for one team,
Yeah. Well, the big Mantle and Maris year is
61.
61.
Yeah, as you
That's
were
the
thinking,
year
same thing.
they were chasing Ruth,
Right.
and they destroyed Maris.
was it?
Oh, did you ever see the movie?
Yeah, it wasn't right. It wasn't right what they put him through.
Did you ever see the movie, Dave? 61.
I don't know if I did or not.
It's pretty good. They show you how they destroyed Maris.
Destroyed
They
him.
Destroyed
He
the
was never
poor
the
guy.
same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they loved Mantle.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want it to be Maris. And it's a good story. But anyway, yeah, 61 is the year they chased
Yeah.
Ruth's record. But I have that 62, 63. I think I have 64.
Yeah, I have 61, I think, in season ticket baseball, and 62.
I have them in payoff pitch and season ticket, I think.
I got a lot in season ticket baseball.
Yeah, I'd have to look through them again.
Frank's playing some XHL too. I need to get on that. I need
Well-
to try to learn how to play, but I also want to do my own. I keep saying that. I just haven't had a chance to get that and jot down my notes on that.
There's
I have
just
some
not enough
notes.
time in a day.
No, there's not. There's
No.
not. Oh my gosh, there's just not enough time.
Like I said, I've been retired for like forever, and I don't have enough time in the day to do all the things I want to do. I wish I did. I do more imagining of what I'd like to do and thinking of what I want to do, but I don't get it done. Just
Some roads likes the ABBA Greatest Team sets.
for hockey, I just got sets
Oh.
1, 3, and 4. Matter of fact, they're right behind me. I didn't get 2 yet because I didn't want to. I wasn't going to get the 30s and 40s for hockey yet. But then looking at the roster sheets, I'm like, why didn't you just get that one too? So I know it'll be coming eventually. But
Yeah.
the great team sets are great. Some good teams, great teams. I was just disappointed because what they call great teams are the teams that went to the Cup.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
95, 96 Red Wings, as I bring them up again, are not in those sets.
Hmm.
One of the greatest regular season teams ever.
That's why
Not
I
many
like to
sets.
get the full season. Then I can pull a team out if they're great and play them. And I know that means you got to buy a lot of seasons. But I mean, for me, I don't know. I like playing in the season. I like just, you know me, I like to go back in time, find a regular season game and play it.
And I get it. And
It
listen,
gives me a chance to go back in time and just play a game and just kind of envision like what was going on at the time and what the weather was and what city it's in. And I'm looking here at Bill Lee for the Red Sox pitching here and playing the Tigers, and just kind of go back into that and just enjoy that.
It's one, Vinny, speaking of that, the 2018-19 hockey season, right? The 4
Yep.
finalists, Tampa
Yeah.
Bay's not in it.
right,
You have to
Yeah.
buy the season.
right.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've come to realize, I don't know why everybody's app is expensive. I'm not buying the baseball sets. So yes, I'm sure because there's so many more players. The hockey seasons are not expensive.
At first glance, you
a
think
lot
they
more.
are.
The 70s are $50.
Yeah,
Right.
You know?
They're
the
not bad.
current ones are what, 80? Come on. That's
The
not
original
bad.
6 sets are 25.
I
Yeah.
see
Nothing.
PJ just asked the question. I have to look, PJ. I didn't look thoroughly at the cards, but they're behind me. I could get a set and check, but I'll have to cover my screen because I'm like one of those newscasters. You know how they wear their suit jacket?
Yeah.
I say no
Yeah,
more.
yeah. I love that one commercial on ESPN. The guy rips it off and he's eating Chinese food, a Slayer shirt or whatever it was. That was great.
Geraldo Rivera. When
Yeah.
he
Let's just say
was on the news, he used to wear his suit jacket and his tie, and he had no pants on.
Oh,
It came
David
out
says they do. David says they do. Thank you, David. I didn't want to get up and scare Barbara. So thank you, because I'm dressed in a headset and a t-shirt. Thank you.
Yeah, $90 for current hockey
But
season.
it's not a lot because listen,
No.
when you take Strat and you do a
32
set,
teams.
and then you got to buy the extra players, you're almost at that same $90.
Yeah, no, that
And the quality,
Way
there's a
better.
lot.
quality app is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like that you get everybody, and
Mhm.
and the strat. Like when I used to buy the strat, it's like you get 6 teams and you got to print the rest, and that's a lot of printing.
Yeah, right. That's when they do the 16 sets, right?
And
That's a
it's
lot
like,
of printing.
yeah, no, I think the
That's
newer.
why when I
newer
get
seasons-
them, I know I'm only playing with those 6.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why when you get the bones of the apple, you just get everybody. And,
I think it was the 75, 76, and it was a 6-team set. I bought it this past summer, I think. And you had to print the rest. And I think the only one I printed were Oakland
yeah, I think
because
did
I
that
just
too,
wanted
yeah.
that, you know?
Yeah, I did that too. I printed a couple of bad teams or whatever.
Yeah, right.
But it's just, once I got a season with everybody, it was hard
It's
to go back
hard,
to
right?
printing. If that's all there is, like the season ticket baseball or football, just I don't buy the printed from him. I'll just buy the PDF. So then I'll do that. But Appa Bones and stuff like that. Oh man, I just pay off pitch. That's why I'm replacing my 79 set because I
Mhm.
want to have the actual cards and not mine.
I have the 79 in Napa baseball season.
Yeah, I got the 77 through 80 run, I think. Those are my years. And then I have 86. I don't know. I think Mike gave me that at D to D, and I still
I have
haven't
86 in
played the Sox yet. I just don't know if I
I gotta
can.
I have the
tell you,
86 set in Strat. Some guy gave it to me. I think he felt bad for me as a Met fan.
1986 is a great season for every sports game. Every sport.
You gave it to me, Vin.
Did I?
Yeah, you gave me the 86 because I gifted it to somebody who loved the season.
Drop
And when
baseball. Yeah.
and when you heard that, you said, "How can you do that as a Mets fan?" And I said, "I really felt bad for this guy."
Yeah, there you
And
go.
then you surprised me and gifted me.
Ray, if I do have to stand up, I have a camera cover. So
Speaking of
just in case.
Raymond, speaking of Raymond Barrett, he's bringing me the book, Vin.
I bought that book for you, bro. It's here.
Oh, I didn't know you bought it for me.
Well, I read it already. I don't have to read it again. It's here anyway, so whatever happens first.
Yeah, all right.
No, Frank, I did not end up finishing that Houston-Seattle game. It's still 13-12 at the half, so I will pull that out again at some point and do that. But no, I haven't fixed that yet. Yeah, and so his retinas are all set. Thank you.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. You know,
David's got well, he did get the 86 season. He's got Steelers at the Oilers on the table right
Nice.
now. Who is in that? Now I have to look. Now you're gonna make me go look, right? So Steelers Oilers. So if I go to the that's a good central matchup there.
Cleveland's a good
Bobby
team.
Brister and Mark Malone are your quarterbacks. Wow,
Cle-
Lewis Lip,
Cleveland Browns.
John Stallworth is still playing for.
was it Green the tight end?
And I went on to Houston. Hang on a sec. Got Warren Moon,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Moon's in. Yep.
Ernest Givens, Drew Hill, Mike Rozier.
Yeah.
Those are your guys for
Nebraska boy never panned out in the pros, but he was great in Nebraska.
So that's kind of interesting there.
Moon is Phil's boy.
Denver, Cleveland. That would be a fun playoff game to play.
Yeah, Cleveland. Cleveland. Denver upset them. Cleveland should have won all the way to the Super Bowl with that team.
2 years in a row.
Bernie Kosar and Mark Jackson from John Elway, and then in overtime, Carlos 33-yard field goal. Yep.
And they had the two, was it Dixon and Minifield, the two cornerbacks? They were more like the Smurfs, and they were awesome. Yeah, they were little, but man, they could cover.
The big red machine coming by. I'm like, okay, thanks for coming by.
In the house.
The big red
Mr.
machine.
Mike.
And it was Warren Moon. Yep. Brawler comes by, Mr. Brawler. Thank you, Mr. Brawler.
No brawling.
No brawling. Bobby Brister. I know.
My goodness.
I know, right?
I inherited a Strat Computer League team with him. Wow.
Mark's gonna go back in therapy with the Browns.
David.
And the Giant defense, Lawrence Taylor.
Big blue wrecking crew.
I just watched a clip. They had clips of it was just
They throw him out of the league today.
Anybody ever tells me he was a better defensive player?
No. He revolutionized the game.
You need a rehab if you think that.
You gotta if you ever get a chance, look up interviews with Ron Jaworski from that season. He admitted how afraid he was of Lawrence Taylor, how he couldn't concentrate on the snap because he never knew where this guy was coming from. And Taylor really beat him up that year.
He was a freak. He was a freak.
Yeah.
And and they'll name Derek Thomas, and you'll throw like Otis Wills and
No.
Derek Thomas was phenomenal, but that's just how much above everybody else LT was. And I'm not a Giants fan by any means, but
no, he was unbelievable.
Yeah, he changed the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mike brings up a good point here. 86 is great because you had the influx of USFL players. Yeah. Yep. So you got some of those guys. Who was that? Herschel Walker?
Mm-hmm. Steve Young.
Yeah. I was just looking. I don't know what year. Maybe it was the
Jim Kelly.
Was it the 94 or 89? I forget where it was because I was, looking at some of the seasons in the year that Herschel went from Dallas to Minnesota.
Best trade Dallas ever made.
Yeah, I forget what year that was.
So it had to be. I'm thinking because
I think it was 91.
I was going to say it had to be 90 or 91.
I loved Herschel Walker, especially in college. Greatest freshman running back I ever seen. Whew. 89. There you go. Dave is the man.
Dave's on the ball.
Dave's always on the ball.
I'm looking, because I was just looking at some of these things.
But the USFL plays that came over were stars.
Yeah, Herschel Walker.
Bud Oates, right?
Mm-hmm.
He played 5 games with Dallas, and then they sent him to Minnesota. Yep. So that was so. I think Appa actually has the 89 season. So if you wanted to grab that one and take San Francisco over Denver and then play Minnesota, who actually finished in top in their division. Actually, they did lose to San Francisco in the playoffs badly. How did I wonder how Minnesota did? Oh my gosh! So they went 6-10 the next season
Next season.
with Herschel Walker. Imagine that. Imagine you trade to get Herschel Walker and you go from first to worst. And then 8-8 in 91, 11-5 in 92, although they were bouncing the first round. So yeah, that's kind of that's not. I'd like to get 92. That's another good season. So it was 89. Yeah, Reggie White was another good one in Philly. It was fun watching Reggie White
Holy cow.
and Marino, Kelly O'Brien, Eason all in the AFC.
Tony Eason never impressed me. He was great.
Nah, me neither.
I didn't care for him.
No.
I was playing
That amazes me. I didn't know that. 71 sacks.
in 89. Wow.
Chris Tillman had 69 of them, right, David? Oh, how good was he?
I when I was playing that Jets Patriots game with Drew Bledsoe, holy cow, Bledsoe's card had a lot of single digits on it. He was pretty good in 94, and he was hitting people left and right with the passes. So Marino's 86 Apicot is out of this world. Oh, I can imagine.
Bledsoe was a very good quarterback. But then when they drafted Brady, I believe it was Brady, it kind of shook his confidence. Now, this is not coming from me. I remember reading something about that. So it kind of like, wow, they're losing faith in me.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of was, when you're playing under pressure to keep your job and you've got to try and you're forcing to make big plays. And
I would have to disagree with that because look where Brady was picked. What was he, like 100th or something like that? He was not like
he was
the
sixth
top
round.
level.
Yeah, but there was a problem because Parcells saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And Parcells took him to Dallas and he gave him a second life. He played really good but he was slacking with New England.
Maybe
Mhm.
because it was just, I don't know why he would be threatened by a 6th-round quarter. Because
Oh, I hear what you're saying
people
too.
pick
Yeah.
quarterbacks in the 6th, 7th round all the time, and they're like, "Look, we need to get a quarterback in here in case something happens." And then Brady was the 3rd string, and then I remember them. Was it Belichick? Oh, it must have been Belichick. And he said, he's playing so well in practice. He's now our 2nd quarterback, and whoever was the 3rd guy, whoever that was, is now went from 2nd to 3rd. So that's why Brady stepped in for Bledsoe when he got hurt. But I don't know why Bledsoe would, before Brady stepped on the field. I don't know why he would feel threatened by Brady because he was picked so low and nobody knew who he was.
Well, I remember reading something about it, and I think he felt like they had lost confidence in him, and he started losing confidence in himself. But he was talented. Bledsoe could throw a ball like.
What's the
as good as
topic? A little bit of
anybody.
everything. A little bit of everything, Patrick. We're just kind of just having some fun here, chatting away.
Yeah.
We're just a bunch of lonely old men here tonight, chatting
Lack
away.
of clothing. We have
Yeah.
all different topics.
Yeah, Jets went 1-5 down the stretch. They tend to go 1-5 a lot. The Jets
Yeah.
Brown Wildcat game in '86 was a great game, often forgotten. I might have to go look that one up here now that we're talking about it here. So the '86 playoff game, Jets I think I was going to play that game actually, 23-20. Mosley in overtime with a field goal. Mosley for the Browns. Mark Mosley for the Browns. Huh?
Mosley.
Bernie Kosar against Pat Ryan. Freeman McNeil, Al Toon, Mickey Schuler,
Altoon was good.
Altoon.
Kevin Mack, Webster Slaughter, Ozzie Newsome.
Was Wesley Walker on that team or he was gone by then?
I don't think he was.
Yeah, he might have been gone by then.
I'll
There's a
go.
guy he played.
Oh no, he was there, 31 years old, 16 games.
Here's a guy he played. You ever hear his story? He went through high school and I believe part of college. Nobody ever knew he only had one eye.
Really?
Yeah, his nickname was Wesley One Eye Walker when he came to the NFL.
Wow.
Yeah, he got.
Think of the
I know
offense.
through high school he never told the coaches he had one eye.
How
The
can
Jets
you,
had a lot of talent on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without the, I don't know how you'd even see the field.
Yeah,
like
and he was
that.
a good receiver.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't catch him. That was his thing.
Yeah.
You
He
couldn't
could
catch him,
fly.
but still,
Yeah.
like he said, you when you're a receiver, you got to turn. You're watching
Yeah.
this with one eye, and he got it done.
I mean, Altoon was way better.
Altoon, yeah.
But again, you talk about playing one eye in the NFL. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Jeepers, it's like if you're running down the right side, you can't see over here. Seriously, if you close your eye, you can't.
No.
there's
Right.
No.
Good for him, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
He was fun to watch, but we had no quarterback.
Yeah, still
Well,
kind of don't.
Ken
all the
O'Brien was the
quarterbacks.
next coming.
Did you see this year they were talking about all the quarterbacks that left their former teams that are doing so well, and a lot of them come out of the Jets that are just playing so well on other teams. And
No,
it's like,
if they get rid of the Easter Bunny, then maybe I'll watch it again. But they got to get rid of the Easter Bunny, whatever his name is. There.
The Jets in football with former players becoming stars are the Mets in baseball. Same thing. The guys, they give up on them, they become superstars everywhere else.
Mm-hmm. But I don't watch football no more. I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. I like college. And, of course, hockey season. Oh, got to check.
there's a
Losing
lot of games
4-3.
on
They're
today.
losing 4-3.
Drum roll, please. Joe, you better not be.
There were so many games on today when I was checking the score.
Drum roll.
I was like scrolling
They
on my
won.
phone. I was like, man,
Ivan Demidov.
I think Boston actually won too. That was nuts, you know.
Yeah, Tampa Bay finally won their first home game today.
Oh, did they?
Canadians win
Yeah.
again.
Phil, good to see you, Phil.
Mr. Rhea.
What's up, Philip?
Mr. Phil's coming in here. Everyone's saying hi to Phil. And
Yes,
Gus, good to see you, Gus.
Yes,
One
my
very
man.
cold
Yes.
December, I went to see my Bills play the Dolphins during the Drew Bledsoe era. I was also in the house for John Shula's last game. The Bills beat the Dolphins.
Don Shula.
A cold December in Buffalo? I never heard of that. It's impossible.
I remember seeing Flutie play for the Patriots. And I remember it was fourth quarter. Pats were down. They got the ball on like the 4 or 5 yard line. And I'm way up high. And I'm looking. So I'm on the, whatever. If you're looking at the field, I'm way up on the right. And it's on the left goal line. So I'm pretty far away. And the Patriots call a timeout. And Flutie comes to the sidelines. And I looked around to everybody. I was probably, 19 or 20 at the time. And I says, naked bootleg. And he'll score. Right? Fakes the handoff, naked bootleg, goes in and score. And everybody around me is like, how did you call that? I was like, that's the play. That's the Grogan play. That's going to be the Flutie play. Naked bootleg. He scored on the play. It was pretty. I don't know who they were playing, but it was pretty wild.
If it snowed, you couldn't see him out there.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have if there was snowing that day. Yeah, this was not a
You
snowy
wouldn't have
day.
seen Flutie.
Finney, you're a big college guy. What was the game where he threw that big bomb, Flutie to Flutie, and they went
Orange
to
Bowl against
the
Miami.
Orange Bowl, right? Flutie
Yeah.
to Flutie.
Yeah, against Miami. That was the year he won the Heisman Trophy. People say he shouldn't have, but because they made a big thing out of him. And the Heisman Trophy is a lot about promotion. But yeah, it was in the Orange Bowl, and
I
that was his
remember
fantastic play.
I remember exactly.
But it wasn't to
where I was.
Flutie. It wasn't to Flutie.
No, but that was the year of Flutie to Flutie.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Yeah, I remember exactly where I was in 1984 and watching that game, and I couldn't believe it. We were just like, just two of us in the room, and it's like, wow, it's unbelievable. Yep, that's one of the things I remember.
Flutie Flakes.
was
They even gave him his
exciting.
own cereal.
I had some Flutie Flakes. We got them for Christmas one year. It was kind of cool.
Everybody
Yeah,
loves
yes.
Raymond. He
David
had him on top of his refrigerator.
Flutie is on the Bears in '86. That's
Wow.
right. That's right. He played the playoff game because when I was looking at the playoffs, which was it here? Washington, Chicago. It was Flutie. Flutie started against
Wow.
Schrader, and he was 11 for 31.
Schrader.
11 for 31. Flutie. Yep. And it's weird because if you look at that team, it was Tom Zek and McMahon and Fuller. Flutie started one game in the regular season, and then and he played the playoffs.
Did Schrader take over from? Did he? Did he take over for Theismann
Yes.
when they broke Theismann's leg?
He
Right?
was terrible.
Oh,
Jay Schrader. Terrible. He had a cannon of an arm, but he had a rock for a
No,
head.
No,
it was
no.
It wasn't for Theismann.
Doug Williams was in there as
Doug
well.
Williams.
Yeah,
Okay.
Williams. But then Williams ended up winning the Super Bowl for them
So
in
86.
'87.
Well, maybe it was. Yeah, Theismann, Schroeder. Yeah, Theismann was 36. He did not play the next season, so Schroeder did take over for him. And then the next year it was Williams and Schroeder. And then in 87, it was Schroeder Williams. And then do I go to the playoffs? Yeah, Williams played
Yes.
3 games in the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl in '87.
Yeah.
It
So
was a strike season, wasn't it?
Played great.
Was that the
'87 was a strike
Yeah,
season.
because that's always been the rap on Washington. The 2 Super Bowls they were in strike seasons.
yeah, they played 15 games.
Yeah.
They played 15 games.
Yeah, nah, they just
No, I know, but that was always-
91 team
Yeah.
was incredible.
I don't know. I still think, someone's got to win it, right?
That's right.
When Ditka started Flutie, it split the team. Yeah, maybe it did,
Ditka made a lot of crazy moves. Great coach, but he made some.
He's a QB4 in 86. Wow, that's pretty good.
Well,
I think that's good, right? QB4 is good. Is that good, David? I forget now. Gus got one of the 49 CFL seasons because of Flutie.
Me too.
Yeah, I think I have that one. I think I was gifted that. Yes, so I need to play that.
I got all the 90 seasons that he has.
Williams threw 4 passes before the playoffs. Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah. Neil comes by. Hi, Neil. And Midlife comes by as well. Yes, Schroeder 87. The Buddy Ryan defense pounded him, and Williams took over. Okay. 3 of the 15 were scab games. That's only 3, though.
he's right. I remember that, but
Schroeder, 4,000 yards. Well, I guess he wasn't terrible.
the replacements.
Did he throw for 4,000? He's still a bum.
It's funny how some people, they put up some good stats, but you remember them as not being that good.
No.
Oh, boy. Ben's talking about scabs here. What was the one NFL season where they used scab officials while they went on strike? Oh,
81, I think that was. That might have been 81.
82, there was a player strike, right?
They might have used him in the Canadians Edmonton game the other night. Don't get me started. This is a G-rated show.
Midlife says Schrader barely had 50%, but he killed you deep.
Well, that's what Vinny said. He had a good arm. Vinny
Yeah.
said he had a
Oh,
cannon.
he could throw it through
Neil
a
said
concrete
that
wall.
the Redskins honored their replacement players. That's kind of wild, right? I don't know what's up with that. The Fail Mary. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Is that the one in the end zone where one guy said it was caught, one guy said it was intercepted? That wasn't that long ago. 82 and 87, some strikes. Sean Payton was a scab QB for the Bears. Imagine that.
Sean Payton. Huh. Never knew that.
Oh, the potential rule. Oh, don't get Vinny going on Canadian football. Yeah, they're making it an
Oh,
American
Ben,
football, Ben.
please.
Yeah.
Well, the Canadians won, so I could put up most anything tonight, but I am so sick for Canadian football fans. It's just not right what they're doing. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, they're trying to turn that into the
Yeah, but Bob, nobody's seen that yet. I'm saving that for the finale, Bob. I'm saving that for the finale.
Yeah, it was Packers Seahawks. Yeah, you're right. Yep, the Fail Mary. Yeah, I forgot it was called the Fail Mary. And Ben's a Winnipeg fan.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
the
I feel
CFL
bad,
football-
man.
CFL is very good. I'll sometimes watch it. Sometimes on a Saturday night that'll come on one of the bizarre sports channels, and I'll
CFL
watch them.
football is a phenomenal game. I don't know why they can't get certain guys have answered the economics. I don't know if it's the weather, economic. I don't know. I don't live there, but I love the game. It's an excellent game. Great rules, and it's sad. It's sad.
Do I remember the
Okay.
one play that set up the rule for replay? I do not.
Yep, Mike Renfro. That was a touchdown every
Oh, the
day of the week.
Houston Pittsburgh. Yeah. Okay.
1979. Should have went to the Super Bowl.
78 or 79, right? Was that what 78,
Mhm.
79? Yep.
Yep, I'll never forget that. Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers.
Yep. You have to
Yep.
kick the ball at the end zone to avoid the rogue. Yep. The Rouge. Yeah. Oh, and he says it was Renfro. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I said, I know. Sometimes I get things right.
Sometimes
No,
you
but
do.
that stood out to me because I was really rooting for them, and because I loved Earl Campbell, and I wanted them to win. I wanted them to go to the Super Bowl. I was rooting for a Dallas Houston Super Bowl, but it didn't happen. They got.
I always did like the Oilers for some reason. I don't know what I
They
think it
were
was
a fun team.
the powder blue jerseys were fun. The logo was kind of cool on the helmet. I got the Oilers helmet over here somewhere with that logo. I love that logo. I know. I just always.
Mike says it's the Redskin playoff game. I don't think so, Mike. But tell me.
I'm not sure which one. CFL playoffs will start.
Yep.
I remember watching some highlights of the playoffs up there in Canada, and then the snow was whipping in. It was just wow. That ice falling out of the sky. It was crazy. Watching some of the highlights because it just got so cold up there so fast. It was fun to watch. Neil, what do you got? Dave, on a hockey note, in 1977, the Bruins were swept by the Flyers in 4. Between periods of the game, the announcers interviewed Peter Gammons. He actually played hockey in his youth. It's on YouTube.
Oh wow, didn't know that. Yes, I knew that, Gus. Yeah, Peter Gammons, huh? Didn't know that.
Did not know that.
They say this says the key moment was the '89 game between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears, what led to the system's nickname the Instant Replay game.
Really?
Controversial game-winning touchdown by the Packers was initially ruled as the quarterback crossing the line of scrimmage, but a replay review reversed. So that didn't trigger it. Yeah, it didn't trigger it. But they say that became the instant replay game. Packers Bears.
Because they used instant replay.
Yeah, they had it already.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, you don't think of Peter Gammons and think hockey.
No, no.
No, right?
Huh.
Yeah, I just kind of don't.
That's pretty cool.
Listen, what was I playing the other day? One of the hockey games. I totally forgot that Sawchuk was a Ranger goalie at the end of his career.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I wanted to.
I thought he went to the Kings.
Yeah, he after the Rangers in the expansion. You're right.
Yeah.
But I forgot he was even on the Rangers.
That's why I actually got for Apple, I got 67, 68, and 68, 69 because I wanted to play some of those 67 expansion teams because I think some of the goalies went to the Western teams.
Yes,
the Kings got
some good
Sawchuk,
goalies went.
and I think was it Glenn Hall went to St. Louis, and they had another. Was it who was the guy? They had the three really goalies that they got Glenn Hall and.
Didn't have Jacques Plante too?
Plante went there as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
they were kind of there was goalies that were still good, but at the end of their reign. So there were names for these cities that came in for the expansion.
Right. They brought in the
crowds.
Yeah, yeah. So Neil also talking to Gammons thought, well, Gammons and most of the hockey world thought that because it was true. I mean, they won 5 cups in a row, So
Seals got Charlie Hodge.
Good to see you, D. And P-Jet says Seals got Charlie Hodge. Now,
P-Jet knows his Seals.
Where was Charlie Hodge from? Was that Montreal?
Yes.
Okay. Hall and Plante. Yep. Yeah, good enough to get some of the expansion teams up and running. Some of the, not all of them.
Yeah, they got them.
But it drew people.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see Al Wilson expanded his 3D6 gaming stuff?
I didn't get to watch your show, but I wanted to know what was up with that.
Yeah.
So now tell us.
Yeah, so he's got a couple new scoreboards, some like basic generic scoreboards that you can use for anything. He's got a green and a blue. So I thought those were kind of neat. And that way you can just put the team names in the score, and it's not designed for anything. There's no
He
sport.
came out with the team name plates too.
And now he's got the team name plates too. He's got baseball, football, and hockey. And what I like is, especially with the hockey, he threw in some old team names too. So you can get California.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that.
Oakland, you get Kansas City and Cleveland. So for myself, who loves to play the old teams, he's got an East and a West set. and it's all the current teams. But he threw in, enough of the old teams. I think you could play pretty much anybody
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
I don't
doesn't
When
think
he
there's
matter.
first
anybody
came
who's
out with the
missing.
football scoreboard, and I bought it, okay, and he just had guest and home.
Yeah.
But some guy that had a podcast, he actually made, I didn't know this guy, he made nameplates and he actually sent me a PDF on them. You know who
Does
that guy
he
was?
have Staten Island?
No, that guy
Pause.
was Dave Garner. The guy's name was Dave Garner. I never forget. I still have the email. It was years ago.
I created. I measured and
Yes.
I created something. I created some. I sent it to a few people
Yeah,
actually.
you made a post
Oh,
and I
yeah,
saw it and I'm
oh,
like,
no,
where
I
did
didn't
you
get
get
it.
those? And he sent it to me.
Okay,
I
that
have the
was
one.
yeah.
I still
Oh,
have
no,
them.
they're not here. I didn't get them. No.
Yep, and I printed them on like 110 cardstock, and I cut them down. I had to like trim them a little bit, but they
Yes,
all
me
fit.
too. Yeah.
And I got to be careful with them because the 110 is thin. So at some point, I will get the actual nameplates from
Yeah.
him. They'll be nice and sturdy. But yeah, I created some, and then some other people started creating their own, and then I created some blue ones. I could never get the blue color to match, so I'm gonna order those. I think they're only like $10 a set.
Yes.
So
So I bought his down here to Florida with me, his scoreboard and his timer, and I keep
Oh.
that one down here for football. And I have Victor's up north.
Oh, nice.
So do you have Portsmouth? Do you have Staten Island?
No,
No, those were all
Phil
from
has Staten Island. You
those
see
are
what
from
Phil's
my-
doing?
yeah.
Speaking of Staten Island,
those
with
are
his
from my
XHL.
great APA football, the 1939 season. I
Oh,
bought.
you have that.
Yeah, yeah. Red Grange, baby.
Red Grange. You see
Red-
what Phil's doing with XHL? Not too.
Yeah, he's having fun.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah,
He's creating a whole Staten Island league and Staten
Yeah.
Island teams. And
yeah. But he didn't make a Willowbrook team. I used to go back there and park.
oh,
Everybody parked in Willowbrook, no, Joe?
Next
No.
stop, Willowbrook. Next
You didn't
stop,
park in Willowbrook?
no, I didn't grow up in Staten Island. I grew up in Brooklyn.
So did I, but I wasn't going to get caught in my own
So I
neighborhood.
I parked by Dyker Golf Course.
Dyker Park, yep,
Yep.
yep, yep. The little kids would watch you through the fence. Oh, sorry, G-rated. I don't know, PJ. There was a Portsmouth team that played in the early era of football, and I have them in a great team, a season, 1939 APA football season. I'd have to look up where they're from. I saw it being played in Canton with Jeff and some other guys, and I was like, I got to get that set. I got to try this game. So I ordered it. And that was pretty cool. But I got that one from Chris White.
Does it
That
have
in
a New York
1942.
Americans nameplate?
It's got New York. It's got New York.
No, because in 39-40
Thank
to
you,
I think
Ben.
43
Okay.
in NHL, there was actually 7 teams. There was a New York Americans team.
Okay.
Yeah, Americans. Yep.
Very cool.
So Ben's got this for us. Portsmouth Spartans before they moved to Detroit became the Detroit.
Oh wow!
Did not know that. But yeah, I have the Portsmouth team. They're right behind me. I would get up at the chat, which closed down, so you guys would run away. But I would show you. Another night, I'll break it out.
Dude. Dave, you have a thing that can go, dude.
Otherwise, I have to do this. So, you know.
Oh, so
Anyway.
Portsmouth, Ohio, says Ben. Okay. So it's an Ohio thing.
Yeah, but I just was intrigued when I saw Jeff playing. I'm like, come on, these guys go way back. And I love that old stuff. Like I said, Red Grange, I wish it was a good season of his, but it's not. But I can't wait to get him on the table too. Like half the stuff I have.
You so you got the Chicago Bears older set for the Apple football, right?
I have 2 of them. I got Sid Luckman's 1940. I got the 42 season. I have a great teams, the 41 Bears, and that 39 season with Red Grange on it.
Now those seasons there, I imagine you have to play those differently, right? You'd have to do a lot of runs.
I would think
Yeah.
they ran all
To
day.
stay real.
They ran all day for the most part. But you know what? And with old football too, people would be very surprised to learn how much they did try to throw the ball.
Mhm. The kicking was probably the most lax.
Oh yeah,
Brutal.
yeah,
Brutal.
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah,
brutal.
I remember watching some highlights. Every now and then I'll put on the YouTube, and you'll get the was it Pat Summerall and Tom Brookshire, and they're like this week in pro football, and it's like the 1970 season or something like that, and it's so they'll show highlights, and you're like, man, these guys are throwing the ball. They're throwing it down the field. It's 1969, 70. Do you think it's just like run, 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 run? It's like, no, they weren't afraid to throw it. So back in the 40s, though, I just wonder, what was the team we looked at one time? Was it me and you and Vin, or was it me and somebody else that went to Pro Football Reference? We looked at the team, and the quarterback threw 10 passes like all year.
Well,
I don't remember that.
There was somebody I looked up, and I forget what team it was.
Let me see something.
And he threw, I think, a total of 10 passes all year. I think it was.
Listen, back then there were guys too. How many guys with triple threats?
Right.
They played 3 different positions.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Gifford comes to mind. He was triple threat. He could kick, he could pass, he could run.
Yeah. Dave said I was shocked at how often teams threw in the 60s. Yeah. I kind of felt that way too. I just had this thing in my mind that it was just run, run, run. Sid Luckman revolutionized the pass. And Pete just says the AFL was wide open passing league. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing was, is in the early days, they had all these restrictions on passing, right? Like if it was incomplete, you got a penalty or something, or 2 incompletes in a row, or you couldn't pass into the end zone or something. There was a lot of weird penalties when it came to the forward pass that you got penalized for. And so that's why a lot of people probably didn't do it as much. And when they finally got away from that, it just became an incomplete pass. I would imagine teams started doing it more,
Okay, that
see.
was the year I got, 1932.
All right, so Gus says there are so many times when I'm playing 55 NFL and the call's a deep pass and your receiver has a 15 out of 100 rating, but I'm saved by the pass rush calling for check down. Okay. Enzo says I only played talking football and Bobby Hull
hockey.
What's the easiest cards and dice of both sports? I played All-Star Baseball, now app. I like simple. I think app is kind of simple. You just have
basic,
to be
definitely
5
is.
yards behind the luck. Yeah, there was a lot of weird rules as far as the forward pass went. And I do remember that. And I forget where I saw them, but it was something like that.
So the New York Giants in 1932 led the league in attempts, 164.
In 32.
In 12 games, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's not quite 12 a game. It's
Who was their quarterback then?
10 or 11.
Their quarterback was,
not that we're gonna remember him, but
no. Actually, because they played that single wing thing. So
okay.
He was listed as a tailback, but Jack McBride.
Okay.
He threw 74 of the passes. Then Jack Haggerty threw 32.
Haggerty, I've heard that name.
Yeah. The star of the team, though, and I remember it, I don't remember him because I don't think I was around 32.
No.
Unless I'm Patton, I think I would live through every war. Ray Flaherty.
Ray Flaherty.
I believe Ray Flaherty's a Hall of Famer.
Famous Giant, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Midlife says, in original football, getting across the goal line only gave you the opportunity to kick for a point.
Wow.
So a 3-0 game was considered a blowout. So that meant you got 3 touchdowns and then kick for the point. I didn't know that. That's why you guys are here. That's why you guys are here, is to point the stuff out for us, right?
Yeah, we don't know everything.
Very interesting. I didn't know that.
And Michael chimes. Oh, see, so what does Gus say? Strata season ticket for baseball. They let the pitcher be part of the game. They're talking about some games. And Michael says the 1950 Browns defeated the defending champion Eagles without throwing a pass. Wowzers! That I did not know.
No.
I remember the game New England played when they were on their third string quarterback. They threw one pass and they handed off. And they almost won the damn game. If it wasn't for a holding call, they would have won the game. I remember that.
I find that incredible because Otto Graham was the quarterback in that era. And he was like unbelievable. And they didn't throw a pass the whole game. That's pretty wild.
PJ talking about shootout hockey.
Yeah, somebody was playing that. Somebody posted on Discord that they were playing that because they posted a picture of Strat, and in the background you could see the shootout hockey
Okay.
fast action cards. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
I played a couple of games this week with Shootout.
Oh, I saw
Said,
that you posted some results. Yeah,
yeah,
from that.
yeah. Vinny didn't like it. Wanted a game. Oh, I played 70s, a couple of 70s decade teams.
Oh, did you?
Montreal got
1950
spanked.
shows Otto Graham threw 33 passes in the championship game against the Rams. And did he say it was 1950? They didn't
Yeah,
play
he
the
said
Eagles.
later.
1950 Browns defeated the
Yeah.
defending Eagles. Let me go back. I'm on the Who's a Ding here. Let me see. So 1950. Do they even go back that far? They do. So it was Cleveland and the Rams is what
Yeah.
I have.
So I don't see the Eagles there.
Unless it's 51.
Oh, I don't know, PJ.
No. 49. Eagles, Rams, and 49. Yeah, so I'm not.
Because the Eagles, I remember 1960, they won. But
Oh, maybe he meant 60?
yeah, but he said that Cleveland beat them. The Eagles won the championship in 1960.
Touchdown came from rugby where you cross the goal line where the ball has to touch the ground before it counts as a score. Yeah, that's always kind of weird how they do that. Original American football was more football than soccer. It resembled more of what soccer became. Okay, kind of neat. PJet says baseball is the only sport that wasn't vastly different prior to the 50s or 60s compared to today, the way football is. Yeah, baseball is very similar to how it's been.
Foundation is still there.
Yeah,
But I think it's different than way back then. In certain aspects. But I
Yeah.
see what he's saying. He's like the foundation.
Yeah. There was a picture of that, Ben, that championship game at the Hall of Fame. It shows the game inside, and they had I guess they it smelled like manure because it was like a tractor pull place or a farm place or whatever they had in there, and so they laid down the field and it wasn't long enough. So when you get over midfield, you actually had to back up 20 yards because the field was only 80 yards long, and so to simulate a 100-yard field, they would back you up 20 yards. Now, I don't know what would happen if you ran in for a score from over midfield. I don't know how that would work, but they had some special rules for that game. But they got the game in. They did get the game in.
I just want to address.
I'm looking at this. Graham threw touchdown passes in 1950 in the championship
I just
game.
want to address the chat because they're confusing me.
Yeah.
The Eagles didn't even make the playoffs in 1950.
No.
So
was
they
the
didn't
Browns and the
lose to
Rams.
Cleveland. The playoffs was the Giants and Cleveland and the Rams and the Bears. And it ended
Right.
up being Cleveland against the Rams.
Right.
So
Okay.
I don't know what they're talking about with the Eagles and the Browns.
Lombardi told his 60 team in a locker room postgame, "We will never lose another playoff game." He was right. Okay. Michael says, "Oh, it was a regular season game. Maybe that's what it was." Yeah, I wouldn't want to play. We talk about that once in a while, trying to play a modern team against an older team. It's a very different.
Okay.
I don't know how that would
Okay.
work.
You know what he could be talking about?
Not a clue.
The playoff game between the Giants and Cleveland, the division round.
That's the Giants. They're talking the Eagles.
He said the Eagles, but he could be talking this game. No touchdown pass was thrown. No.
All right. You guys carry the conversation. I'll be right back. I got to get a drink.
All field goals, Vin. In
Yeah.
that Giant Cleveland game.
So now, if we're talking the Eagles in a regular season game, they did not throw a pass. And they beat them 13-7. And
That's
that
what
was
he's probably
in
talking about.
week 12, Mike, is the one you're referring to.
Yeah, that's what he's got to be.
So week 12 is the one they did not throw a single pass. And they won 13. Yeah, then they beat them 35-10 in week 1. And they had to throw passes then. Yeah, Otto Graham threw 38 times that time. So, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, where are we at in the chat? December 3rd was yes, Captain Carl. That is correct. Neil,
Yeah,
you are correct.
I see what
PJ,
PJ's
yes,
saying.
it does have the box score.
I
So
see what
yeah,
you mean, PJ. I get what
so
you're
we
saying.
have that right. 1950 was the NFL. The AAFC was done. All right. Well, thanks for the info. Now, what else did we miss here? I think baseball is the only sport that wasn't vastly different. PJ, I can't bring the chats up like Dave does
No, I
because
see what he said. What he had said earlier was that the other sports have changed since not baseball, not as much. And I had said, well, I think it has. But
until
then
now,
he followed up. I see what he was trying to say. Like he said in baseball, he'll play a 1930s team against a modern team.
yeah,
In football, you're not going to play a modern team against a 1932 team and get. So I see what he's saying, where he
right.
sees the differences.
Yeah, you could do it. I think you could do it in hockey. I think pretty much. I mean, basketball and football is so different.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
different. The 3-point era changed all that. Football, the passing game. I mean, in real life, it's the size difference. The
Oh yeah.
guys from back in the day could never play with the guys
Well,
today.
that's like people say, well, how could a guy like Root play today? First of
Yeah,
all,
I think he could.
I could, but you got it. Conditioning is different too. He might have been that much even better
Yes,
because of conditioning in
yes,
sports today. He might have been 10 times better than he was.
yeah, yeah. Like I don't watch baseball anymore, but when I heard about what Shohei Ohtani did, I was like, and somebody
Oh,
said, "Oh, he's the greatest baseball
guy's
player
incredible.
ever." But
Guy
yeah, he
really is
probably is
incredible.
incredible. No, he is. I see some of the numbers that
He's the only player
get
you're
thrown
giving
out.
up the DH position for, if you have to
Yeah,
make him pitch and move him around.
you throw out greatest ever, it's kind of scary because doesn't everybody hit 30, 35, 40 home runs these days?
Yeah.
So hitting three in a game, but he did it in the same game he was pitching, where he
Yes.
struck out 10 guys.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's got to be one of
Yeah.
the greatest performances ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah,
Ray says in real life, hockey players will go to the bar after the games. Oh, they train all year. I think all sports players in real life went to the bars
they
after the
all
games.
end up in,
Look,
yeah,
look at the Yankees. Look at Mantle and Billy Martin, and
they all go out for a beer
of
or a
course they
drink or
do.
something like that. They unwind, whatever it is they do. They go to dinner, they'll have a wine, a glass of wine. I think I told the story many years ago. We used to go to Rusty Staub's restaurant. It was on 73rd and 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic restaurant, but everybody was anybody after a Knick game, or I never saw any Rangers in there, but a Mets game, they would come in.
Rangers went
And
to Charlie O's.
that's true. Right.
Yeah.
So the Knicks were playing the Celtics. And long story short, we had this waiter would always hook us up, this guy John, and we would sit up there in the VIP area. And I saw these. I know this might sound racist, but I'm not being racist. These real tall black guys came in. I mean, almost to the ceiling tall. And I'm like, look at these guys getting orders to go. I never seen anybody getting orders to go. And I'm like, what the hell gives here? So I don't know. I find out it was Louis Orr, Trent Tucker, Truck Robinson. Louis Orr was like 6'10", gigantic guys. Anyway, later on, Dennis Johnson, who was one of my favorite NBA players ever, James Bailey, and two women had come in. And we sat there, and they were having, like anybody else, they were having drinks. I sent them a drink. He sent one back. Now we're going tit for tat. And next thing I know, I was sitting there an hour and a half just hanging out and talking to them. But like normal guys. So my point is they were just unwinding, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
after a game. And the whole conversation was about James Worthy and how intense he was. And I remember Dennis Johnson saying that, if they won a game, he never took the credit. But if he lost, he felt like it was always his fault, always his. He felt he was one of the most competitive players he ever played against. And it was good to hear because I love James Worthy too. So, but no, my point is that these athletes are human beings. They go out, they have a
Of course
drink,
they
they
are.
have they got to eat, they finish playing a game. Yeah,
Yep. So it looks like Dodgers are winning here. Somebody just posted.
Is Mattingly going to give the Toronto curse?
I'm surprised that Toronto won that first game. I really thought the Dodgers were gonna just wipe them out, but good for them that they won at least one game.
He's never. The whole thing is Mattingly is Toronto going to win the World Series because everywhere with the Yankees he never was in a World Series. Then with the Dodgers he couldn't win a World Series.
Oh, really? Oh, that I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah, he's got that curse. So that's what they're saying with Toronto.
Oh man, I was glad to see Detroit make the playoffs. The Lions. Glad to see them make the playoffs because they've been bad for so many years and they finally got in the playoffs. I don't know if they won a game last year or not, but they.
What's his name? The running back. Oh, what a wasteful years.
Oh, was it Billy Sims or
No.
Barry Sanders?
Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
All those years on a
That's why-
losing team. Can you imagine?
that's why you packed it in early.
Yeah. Could you
Did you ever
imagine?
see the 30 for 30 run, Barry run?
No,
Keep a tissue.
really.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, they did. They
You
did.
want to know, like
Must
we all
watch
say, how humble he is? Just watch it.
30 for 30 run, Barry run.
I
gotta
won't
go
tell you
check it
nothing
out.
about it. Yep.
Yeah, I always felt sorry for him. I just wanted him one
Unbelievable.
time to see
You'll
him
feel
get a
more.
Super Bowl.
You'll feel
Be on
worse.
a winning team.
Hmm.
Pete, did you see that picture of Geddy Lee in the background there when they hit the home run the other night? There was a still shot somebody posted of Geddy Lee's just like, yeah, that was pretty cool. He's behind home plate a lot, you know. So what years was Sanders? Was that 80s, 90s?
Yeah, he was
When
prime
did
in
he
the
come
80s.
in? Barry Sanders?
Yeah,
89 to when did he retire?
yeah. I just
That late?
90.
I thought he was
89 to 98. Yeah, 89 to
89?
90.
Wow.
Well, he was still at Oklahoma State in 88.
Okay.
30, 89. Yeah,
Yeah, we should
21
know
years
that from matchup. You're right.
Yeah. So if you got the 89 season, you'd get that wouldn't be his best year though.
Z-Dove said he retired in 98.
Oh, 94.
Yeah, 2000.
1,800 yards.
I didn't realize it was that late. I don't know why I thought the mid 80s.
I think it was his first year. He had a chance to lead the league in rushing, and they were in a rout, and he sat down. He didn't care about it. He didn't care about records or nothing. He did want to win, and they
Yeah.
just were not going to win.
They were just horrible.
It was.
I wonder if I can look at his card.
No, I don't remember Ernie Banks' whole career. They say, one of the greatest ever of
Oh, yeah.
not winning a World Series. I know he
Yeah.
was one of the greatest baseball players. There's so many athletes that went down without winning their championship of their
Mm-hmm.
sport. I'd be hard pressed to find somebody greater than Barry Sanders in his sport that
Well,
didn't win.
That didn't, yeah. Because what's his name? He won one Super Bowl with the Bears. My boy.
Peyton, yeah.
Yeah, 85. But for all those years, he could have been that guy.
Yeah, and then Dicker stuck it to him by not letting him score a
please.
touchdown.
I told you what happened in the steakhouse after that when I met Dicker.
That's the other guy. Mike Kane just mentioned it. Yeah, Ted Williams.
Ted Williams.
Very comparable to Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
All right.
Easily.
So
So, yeah.
But he was on winning. They had winning teams.
But he never won a World Series.
I got his
No, but
card
the
here.
Detroit didn't even have
Who?
winning teams.
Barry?
That's his card. So he's got a K on 11, a K on 66, and a K on 33, which means you go to the K column.
Right.
K column 1. 11 is a 1. That's a touchdown. 66. So if you roll 11 and 66 or any combination of those two, it's a touchdown. Same with a 33. So, and 22 as well. So yeah, so it looks like if you roll 11, 33, or 66, and then you roll another set of doubles, I think that's a touchdown. That's pretty good. Yeah.
I remember his strat card, and it was insane because a lot of his strat cards on the meat numbers of like 6, 7, and 8, he wouldn't have a lot,
6,
especially
7, and
guessed
8,
right. But then if you hit a 10 or a 3, I bet you Mike Kane could tell you better, but then all of a sudden he'd bust a long gain, and it was potentially every play was a chance for him to bust a long one. So
Now
somebody else just mentioned, let me just go up a bit. Z-Duff, yes, I agree with you. when my nephew started playing football. Little guy, he's only 7 now, but he was playing flag for a couple of years, and I told him 'cause I knew he would score. He's a really good little player, little guy though. I told him, hand the ball to the ref or just drop it. Don't show up the other team by doing anything these knuckleheads do today. There's nothing for it. There's nothing about it.
Mhm.
And yep, I said, just hand the ball to the ref or just lay it back on the floor. If Barry could do it, anybody else could do it.
Oh, here goes Ray with his Hextall.
Oh, what is Flyers?
Oh,
Yeah.
I got to hear about Hextall. We play when we get together and play. He's always
No, it's
putting
always-
Hextall in the game, and
Yeah, Excel's
I
playing
beat him.
quarterback.
Edmonton
Ray.
scored 14 goals on him.
Ray, I love you, but Hextall is no comparison to a Barry Sanders or a Ted Williams in their sport. You know what I compare him to? What's the name of the mascot they have on the Flyers? That
Gritty?
ugly thing? There you go. Like that. Yeah, he's like Gritty.
It
Like,
rhymes with can't say it.
yeah. Yeah.
Be nice to him, Vin. He's got to
Nah.
make some stuff for us.
Hextall
For the
was
three
I
of
know,
us, so
I
be
know,
nice.
I know. Hextall was the best. That's all.
Oh, you're right. Hextall should be in the Hall of Fame.
You know,
Hextall was good.
true story. I
Very
went to a Bruins game at the Boston Garden. It must have been mid '80s, and Hextall was in net for the Flyers, and he was I didn't like him, and there was only one ref back then, and there was a play where something happened. He's yelling at the ref, and the puck went down the other end, and the ref turned to go, and he took a bunch of snow with a stick and he shot it at the ref like a
Yeah,
piece
yeah,
of snow.
that was
right
Hextall.
by the right. And so I start chanting, and I'm having some beers. I'm like, Hextall, Hextall, right? And everyone's looking at me, this drunk guy just screaming out his name. And all of a sudden, my buddy went, stop for a second. The whole garden was chanting Hextall. I got the Hextall chant going that one time at the garden. It was hilarious.
He was
like-
he was a little sneaky, dirty player.
I didn't care for him. That's one
No,
goalie
neither did I.
didn't care for
Hextall
him.
was sneaky dirty.
Sneaky, dirty.
Yeah.
Well, like
yeah.
the Chris Chelios. When he
Yeah.
left the net,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
buried him.
yeah. That's right.
There was nothing sneaky about
That was
him.
outright dirty.
Yeah, nah. He was nasty. He was tough son of a gun.
Oh no, he was. Listen,
Take him on your
I'd
team.
want him on my team. You know, all joking aside, I'd want him in net for my team. But as a Ranger fan, hated him.
But there's just so many goalies better than him.
Ditka gets a bad rap for Payton. Watching the Super Bowl, Payton had plenty of chances. Whoa, I have to disagree with you respectfully, Tim. Where I give Ditka a shot in the stomach.
That's where we're talking, Tim, on that play. On
Yeah,
that-
no, I'm talking about when he gave the ball to the refrigerator with a first and goal
That's what
from
he
the
just said.
one.
That's what he said.
Didn't let the man score a touchdown in the Super Bowl, his first Super
Yeah.
Bowl. That's where I had it in for Ditka.
Yeah.
Yes.
He nailed
Okay, he
Prop.
said that, Tim. Yes.
Maybe Prop should have kept his head up. I met Brian Prop. Wonderful guy. But I even told him, should have kept your head up. No, I didn't. He punched me in the mouth. No, I'm kidding. But I did meet him. And, I don't know. Like I said, if Hextall was on my team, I'd
You
like
love
him a lot more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said.
I don't know. There's some guys I just don't want on my team. Even if they were, I have a hard time rooting for them. Like, was it the guy from Washington? Is it the
Whoa.
Tom Simon
You're
guy?
a Bruins fan.
Who's the guy that is all
and
the
you rooted
dirty
for
guy?
Marchand whole career. Nobody likes Brad Marchand.
I did.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Vin, I liked him.
Yeah,
Something
he
wrong
was
with you.
tough.
I liked him.
I
was
didn't like
tough
the
to
stuff that he
like.
did. He scored goals too. That was the thing. He scored goals. It's the guys that don't score the goals that just goon it up. I don't like.
Marchand
Listen,
did
then
everything.
you would have hated Gordie Howe. was
Yeah,
one of the-
I wasn't a Gordy fan.
He was one of the dirtiest players.
Yep, I was not a Gordy fan.
But he was great.
You can't argue. You can't argue with his career, but
No,
I'm not a Gordy fan. Nope. Just
Really?
because he was dirty. It was just
he was dirty. He was sticking the corner, butt end.
Sticking
He's
an
the one with
elbow.
the
Oh,
butt
yeah,
end. You
yep,
watch those
yep.
tapes.
Yep, I just didn't care for that. You know, he just felt like he deserved to have the puck, and you shouldn't take it from him. And he's gonna hit you in the mouth with a stick if you do. And I think that's crappy. hockey.
Correction. He wanted the whole ice to himself.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And
I
he
told
got
you
it.
the story I saw with Phil Esposito the first time he played him, right? And he hit Esposito in the mouth. And I forgot which famous player on I guess it was Chicago. Was Phil? Phil was on Chicago at the time, and went up to him and says, "If you don't go up to him on the next shift and go back at him, he's gonna forget what he's gonna do to you." And after the game, he did go up to him, Esposito, and he kind of went back at him. And after the game, Hal skated over to him and shook his hand and said, "I got a lot of respect for you, kid, because if you didn't come back at me,
Oof.
you would have been my."
Yeah.
You would abuse him.
Yeah.
Phil's talking about Lemieux. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I was
Here's
a
another
Canadian
guy.
when he
Another
came up.
guy.
Oh yeah, me too.
No.
Lemieux's not in their league as far
No.
as great players either.
No.
He's not in their Marchand. Listen, I'm watching this guy's career. I don't even know if it's winding down yet. Marchand is a phenomenal hockey player. His IQ off the charts. His engine doesn't stop. Amazing shorthanded, unbelievable player.
He just plays dirty
Un-
hockey. I don't like it.
I don't think he's not dirty as more as he's annoying.
Yeah.
He's annoying. He's a pest. He's like Kenny Linsman was.
Yeah.
Bobby
Chris
Clark.
Nyland. Right?
Well, Nyland was more of,
Yeah.
you know,
Claude Lemieux, I want to say he played
Lemieux was just
he
He's
played a
taking
handful
it.
of games with Worcester in his late in
Did
his career. I think so. There was a guy
Couldn't
like that.
stomach him. I couldn't
There was a
stomach
guy.
him.
I don't know if it was Claude Lemieux. There was a guy, and I couldn't stand him, and I think it was Claude Lemieux. And he showed up in Worcester, and I was like, oh, I can't stand this guy. And it's just like, just go away. And he scored a goal. He was all excited. He scored his first pro goal in a couple of years, and I was just like, I didn't clap. I was like, dude, I can't stand you. I just don't like how you play hockey. Now at that point, he was playing different because he was older. But
yeah.
now was
When
who
he
was
first
he the guy that cross-checked Turgeon into the boards in the playoffs there?
when he cheap shotted Chris Jury.
Who was the
true.
guy that cross-checked Turgeon into the boards? He was on the Capitals. Was that Dale Hunter?
Dale
Dale
Hunter.
Hunt, that was oof.
Yeah, not a
That
not
was
a fan.
cheap.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
was
yeah.
outright
He
cheap.
took him out of the series. He took him out of the series.
Mhm.
You know. And
See, I
Patrick-
don't think Scott Stevens was dirty.
Oh.
Phil.
We know Scott Stevens.
I don't think he was dirty.
Yes, Patrick.
He
yes,
was chippy. He
In
was
quick
chippy.
little-
in
As
quick
a Ranger fan, I watched a lot of Ranger Devils game. He was chippy. But you know who put him in his place in the playoffs in 93, 94? The captain. First game, he laid him out, and Stevens was never the same. He knocked him off his chippy game. But he was chippy.
Yeah, Patrick. Yes, 18 is the largest. I couldn't find it in the rules anywhere either. But yes, in highlight hockey, 18 is as high as you can go.
I thought it is in the rules
Yes,
somewhere.
in the shot. Yes.
Was it in the shots? I mean, it might be in the
So
Yeah.
if you
quick text
if
game. It might not be in the highlight version. I forget where it was.
yeah,
but
in the
18
full play, so if you get like plus 10 and the guy and you roll a 10, you can
Yeah.
only go to 18.
Yeah.
You can't go above because it's got to be that 2 points
Yeah,
chance
18.
you don't score.
Yeah. 18's the high. It's like an APA. I think the highest you can go is 43 on a shot. I
Yeah,
think.
And you can't go how high again above? Is
above
it-
18.
No, like if a guy's only a 6, he can't go to 18.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you
three.
don't-
It's three.
three
it's
times the
three
number.
times. Yeah, whatever his number is, it's the maximum is 3 times or 18. Whatever is less.
Right.
Yeah, Tom Wilson. That was the guy.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it's like I'm not a fan of him either. I don't like
Christopher,
that
don't
dirty
like
stuff.
Jacob Truba.
Trouba was dirty.
He was. I had much of a Ranger fan like he was.
Yeah. I know. Who was it? Just said Stevens ended. Yeah, well, midlife. Lindros should have kept his head up. I'll say it forever. No, he wasn't, but he should have kept his head up.
No, he wasn't the same player after that. He's right
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, no one would be after that. Yeah.
No.
I never respected Lindros for disrespecting the draft. He should have went to Quebec. If you were that great, turn the franchise instead of demanding you get dealt away or not drafted by a certain team. I can't stand when athletes do
Oh,
that.
they coddled him.
Yeah.
League coddled him.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, because they were hoping he was going to be the next Gretzky, Lemieux.
Yeah. Good play, great player.
Oh yeah, he was. I can't
Huge,
take that away
big,
from him.
big kid, but
They were
Stevens
trying to make
very-
him the
I
face
don't
of the
remember him
NHL.
smiling, but if he did, he did. It was a great hit. Turned things around. I always liked Scott Stevens.
He was all right, Steven. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Devils, but he was okay.
Well, I remember more with the Capitals.
Oh, that's right. He was with the Capitals.
He just came up there.
Raymond
He
taking a
was,
shot at my Rangers. You keep it up, Raymond. That's the guy who rooted for Kelly Lindbergh, right?
Yeah.
hmm.
Maybe, yeah. Lindros wouldn't play
Yeah.
with Quebec, right?
Nope.
I don't like guys that do that. I remember, was it Peyton Manning did that, and even Eli
No,
Manning.
no.
Eli
Not
did
Peyton.
that.
Eli.
I
Elway
loved
did
Eli,
it.
but Eli did
Oh,
that with
Elway. Yeah, Elway wouldn't go to the Colts.
Nope.
Elway, right?
Nope. That bothered the heck out of me.
Yeah.
And then Eli forced the trade.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
He was
God.
with San Diego, right? And then they swapped him immediately.
Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
His father, I think his father pushed him to do that. Came out years later.
You say, thank God, Philip Rivers was better than Eli.
I don't know if Philip would have won it. I've had this discussion. I don't know if Philip would have won a Super Bowl with the Giants.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Eli didn't win it except for that great helmet
Oh,
catch.
Eli didn't win it. Come on. Give him the ball with 2 minutes left. He was one of the best with 2 minutes left in the game.
One of the greatest or luckiest catches in Super Bowl history won it.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know.
18-0, 2 big Giant losses.
Yep. Yep. They did. They did. They beat him.
They did.
Well, Enzo seems to think Rivers would have done pretty good
Rivers
for the
was a
Giants.
darn
He
good
was a great quarterback. When I played fantasy football, he was always my pick back
He had
then,
more.
Rivers.
He had more talent than Eli Manning.
I agree. I agree with you. But just sometimes, I don't know, just sometimes it's franchises too. I don't know. Like you could look at the 49ers. Joe Montana leaves. Steve Young comes, you say, Steve, and their coach leaves. And Steve Young comes in, new coach comes in, Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
is it sometimes it's franchises
They
too.
kept the same system. And
Yes,
Steve Young could
yes.
play in that system.
Well, you always, yeah, it's a nice discussion to have, sitting around having a beer with somebody is, people used to talk about how great Montana was. And I was like, well, put him on the Buccaneers. Let's see how great he would have been. And I use that, and I hate to,
Don't
use,
let my wife hear you.
I like to use Paul Coffey as my whipping boy because he was phenomenal when he played with Gretzky and Messier and Tikkanen and all those Oilers. He went to
St. Louis.
Hartford, and he was awful
Yeah, but
in Hartford.
But he was at the
He
end
was
of his
100
career.
years old by then.
Yeah, he was beat
But
up. I mean, they had
Ray-
some rough.
I
You know how much
remember,
ice time he logged in his career before he went there?
but he was terrible. And I remember Bork playing on some bad Bruins teams, and Bork shined on those Bruins teams, even later in his career.
He was, yeah.
And I just remember it's like, oh, how great Coffee was. It's like and he was good. But I think because he was on those Oilers teams,
Oh,
he was
wasn't better than
he
Bork.
was definitely
Oh, no.
in his value was inflated. Whereas if he was on a different team, he wouldn't have been
He
nearly.
was a
what he was.
fantastic offensive defenseman. He was nowhere near Bork's all-around talent.
No. Two different
No.
players, totally.
No.
Yeah, when he went to Pittsburgh, he was good too. Yeah, Coffey was great in Pittsburgh.
Again,
But I mean,
he had the weapons with him.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is you wonder, if you put Bork on the Oilers or Bork on the Penguins, he wins just as many cups.
You got to also
I
take into
agree.
consideration the 80s there were tough years of hockey, hard hitting, tough hockey. These guys, they got beat up.
Yeah,
A
but
lot of guys got beat
Coffey
up in
was
the
never the
80s.
reason Edmonton or Pittsburgh won the cup. He was an added piece.
Yeah.
He wasn't, the main cog. He wasn't Lemieux. He wasn't Yager. He wasn't Gretzky. He wasn't Messi. He wasn't Curry. He wasn't Anderson. He was a key offensive piece, and he was excellent at it.
Mhm.
But he was not. There were better all-around defensemen than him.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Al McInnes was a better all-around defenseman than him.
I do remember Steve Young on Tampa because again I was a Tampa fan, so I do remember him there.
Defense, me too. You know what? Chelios was one of my favorite.
Chelios was good.
Yeah. He was good. He really was good.
He played with the Atlanta Thrashers in like his final year too. I think.
If you look around, he might still be playing in some minor. He played forever.
He did play forever.
I don't know if I have him on the Thrashers behind me over here in any of my seasons. I'll look him up. I'll see. I'll see what he did.
Enzo says he thinks he's still playing.
That's me and Enzo get along. He might be, Enzo. He might be. Oh, man. He was a tough son of a gun, too.
Played till 2010. And he
How
played
old?
Long time,
09-10 Atlanta. Oh, I don't have 09-10. I got,
He was
yeah,
40-something, right, when he
I got
retired?
10-11. So 09-10. He played.
How old was he, Dave?
Only played 7 games with Atlanta.
How old?
He was 48.
Yeah.
He was
Wow.
40. He played 28 games in 08-09 with Detroit.
I
47.
knew he went deep.
46. He still played 69 games at 46. You know, so Montreal, Chicago, Detroit, and then just a couple games with Atlanta.
After Detroit, he went downhill, but he
Trottier,
did play.
as Christopher Hoffman says, Trottier is another guy.
The what?
Was around pretty much.
Yeah, but he didn't play into his 40s.
Oh no, not like Chelios, but he
No.
was around for quite a bit. 3 decades.
But that's a guy. He was a winner. And I wasn't a fan of his, obviously, because I didn't like the Islanders, but Chottier was a winner. Wherever he
Yeah.
went. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how Rogers would have done on a different team. He did. He just did well in Green Bay. He really did.
Yeah,
He's a
he was
psycho.
good. He's good.
He's
He
good,
was
but he's a
great.
psycho.
Yeah. We're all a little psycho in our
I
own
know.
way.
I think we are.
He just I didn't like that he did, when he took over for Favre, like he didn't give accolades to Favre. He kind of he almost like I'm Brett, I'm Michael, I'm Rogers, I'm not Favre. Like I felt like he didn't respect him, the position.
I kind of understand, though, where an athlete comes from, because if you're not going to take yourself, and like I think he gave Favre credit, but he wasn't going to say, I'm going to be Brett Favre or
No,
the
he
next
tried to
Brett
make his own
Favre.
identity.
And you
I get
have
it.
to. When you're you have to have the confidence
Hmm.
to be, I'm the guy that's coming in now. I'm the guy that's going to get it done. When you don't, you end up with egg on your face. It's just the way the world works.
Yeah, no, I
But
get
you
it.
got to have that type of confidence. Otherwise, don't show up. Just don't show up. So I never disliked Rogers. Wish we had him in his prime, but
Yeah.
that's another story. That was great. One of the greatest ever.
He's doing all right in Pittsburgh. He is. You know,
Yeah. Well, wish you would have done all right with the Jets.
Patrick, the way Favre left Green Bay, everybody hated Favre for a few years. You know. Oh,
He's
yeah.
not all wrong. Fox
Too
is Favre.
too funny. Fun stuff here. So, well, we could wrap this up shortly here. We've been going for a couple hours, just kind of a wide open chat tonight, not really having anything in mind, just kind of coming on chatting here. So what's in the chat room here, and the fine gentleman here, what's going to be on your table this week? You're playing, what are you going to be playing? Going to play anything new? I mean, what's going on here with everybody? So chat room, Joe and Vinny, let me know what's going on.
Okay,
Go
Vin.
ahead, Jose.
No, you go first, Vin.
I'm going to dig into the Quick Decks version of hockey. I want to play the full version. I'll do it tomorrow. I thought I was going to get tied up with something else in one of my Strat football leagues, but I'm not. So, yeah, I'm going to mess around with Quick Decks, continuing my last season's playoffs. So I'm going to go to Game 2 with Toronto and Ottawa. Toronto pulled out the game the win in overtime. Matthew Knight scored second goal of the game, and I had to finish with highlights, which is such a great game. It's almost hard to pull away from it.
It is. It
you
is.
know? Yep. But that's the game I'm going to be messing with for a while.
Okay, I'll probably I'm hoping the next segment in 84 co-op baseball replay opens up.
Yeah.
I got 3 games picked that I want to pick from there, so I'll probably gonna open up after this weekend. I'll probably play some baseball. I'll probably play some random games of hockey, and I'd love to dig into the 49, but it went to my other house, so I don't have it with me. But I'll probably, like I said, be doing some random games of hockey, maybe some football, but I'll be mostly concentrating on my 84 replay.
Can we just address Patrick a second?
Yeah.
Before we sign off? Okay, so Patrick, here's one thing I have to tell you. So last night, I don't know if you know, or if you're on Facebook with Quick Decks, Grant announced that the 3-on-3 deck is it has to be redone. So first, I suggest you email him that you have the game, and he's going to have it done. Give him some time. He's going to have it reprinted. Do not make sure you read the notes. Do not throw out the 48 deck of, I think it's the ice action or the game action. Read the notes because he tells you what to keep. Do not throw them out. And then save all the highlight stuff because it's only the Quick Decks game that's been updated. So you could put all the Quick Deck stuff aside, except for what Grant lists. Put them in an envelope somewhere. You could do that. There will be no 3-on-3 ability to play the game with 3-on-3 overtime if that's your thing right now. But don't throw anything out. Just read the notes, put those things aside, and save what he says to save. So it's one of the big decks. I forget if it's ice action or the game action. Dave, do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. I should know because I was looking at it for an hour last night.
I need to get the highlights out again. I enjoy that game.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, good. Put them in an envelope. Again, your highlights version is good to go. The 3-on-3 deck is useless. And email Grant so he knows you have it. I don't think he runs a customer list, but
he probably can tell if you email him.
Yes,
he can look it
yeah,
up. But
yeah.
off the
Saves
top of
him
his head,
time.
he can't reach out to everybody.
Saves him time. But that new deck will be proofread thoroughly.
Yeah.
I promise.
Marco's playing play action football 85, of course, because of the Bears. The
I
Bears.
love Marco. He talks all soccer, but all he does is play other games. I don't think he likes soccer, Dave. Do you?
No, he does that just for fun, you know.
Right?
Raymond's playing some hockey blast, and okay, yeah, just put some of the stuff aside. Just follow the instructions for that, you know.
Yeah, I say in envelopes so you don't mix them up.
Carl's going back to Hockey Bones.
Nice.
And 1908 Apple with a baseball game, baseball
Nice.
basic game. I have 1908. I have the older cards, so I can't really play Master with that.
What a season that is.
I think I'm going to try to play a little bit more of this Master Baseball tonight, and I really want to get more Apple football back on the channel. I don't want to be afraid about how long it takes. I set it up really quick, like 15 to 20 minutes. I set up that Patriots-Jets game, and I got that game moving pretty quick. I mean, I was chatting and talking,
Cool.
so it took me a while, but I got that game going pretty quick. Pick your play, roll, and I got a nice flow going with Apple football. So I was like, oh, you know something, I need to get more of that back on the tip because those games are just epic. They just are. They feel so good.
It's a great game. I really regret not looking into it many years ago.
Right?
Yeah.
It took us going to the convention, basically.
Exactly. And the hockey was more because of Dave.
And the hockey with me was because of Robert showing me at the convention the hockey game.
David's got the 86 Apple football. I'm tempted to get that. I want to get 82. Mr. Little comes by.
Oh,
he was playing some wrestling. I just missed it. I was working today and I didn't get to check out his wrestling video. We still got to get together. Dave and I still got to get together and do that Phil Singer wrestling. I have it over here, sitting here. Yeah. He's supposed to walk me through it. I want to play some basic and then maybe the advanced. So
you and Dave getting together is almost the same as me having to call Mike Canestrari.
Yeah, we just haven't connected. We were supposed to get together one night. We did.
I'm gonna remind you, Vin.
Yeah, I'm calling him tomorrow. He's too good a guy.
Yep, so we got to square away with that for the convention. But yeah, so I'm going to try to keep some Apple baseball going and Apple football going. And I start having a busy week next week, so I don't know how much I'll be able to play. But
I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. Meeting up with James Hart.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because he's not far from where I am. So I reached out to him. We're going to meet up and we're going to probably play some hockey, maybe some hockey blast.
Nice.
And also Jamie.
Did he say he was going to hook up with you?
Who?
Jamie?
It says the day looks good.
Good.
So he might meet with us.
You're going to love him. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
So the three of us, hopefully.
Another one I haven't spoke to. It's all me. I've been busy.
Yeah. Right. We get going here. A lot of stuff. So, all right. So it sounds like we got some fun things happening. We're going to try to, hang on a sec. Let me look at my schedule here. You know something? I am off Tuesday night. Okay. So I have Tuesday night and maybe Wednesday night to possibly record a show this week. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are going to be busy, so I won't be able to do anything. But I could Tuesday or Wednesday we could possibly record another show. So look at your calendar and see what we got for that this week. So we can.
I'm
maybe,
good. I know that.
I just
Most
wanna-
nights I'm good.
I know we skipped a week of Digital to Dice just because I was flat out and I was sick and all that other stuff. So
Can we start over? Sean just got here.
I know. We'll just go and talk about all that same stuff we talked about. I'm too busy
Sorry,
watching.
Sean. You know, Dave, I'm finding more and more like Joe doesn't get the notices. Now, Sean said he didn't.
Yeah,
a while
I
back,
that's
Barbara
beyond
wasn't getting them.
it's beyond my control because if you hit
Yeah.
the subscribe and then you hit the notification bell, you're supposed to. Yeah, some people just don't. I don't get it.
Now, Sean, I hope that's not true.
Yeah, I hope things get better. I know the Blue Jays didn't win for you tonight, but they're still tied in the series.
Yes.
Go
Don't
watch
let-
the Three Stooges.
And don't let
Yeah,
our
I
lives.
tell you, go find that episode about the pen that writes under whipped cream.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's a
Don't
real
let
episode.
our lives evolve around sports teams unless you open your mailbox one day and see a nice big, like 6-figure check. Till then, enjoy your teams, root for them. Unless it's the Canadians, don't get despondent.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna miss some football tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow. I got a game. So,
I'm hoping they put the Giants-Eagles game as the game of the week.
oh yeah, down there, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm hoping.
Sorry, Sean.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bud. Hopefully things will get better for everybody, But anyway, so all righty. Well, Vin and Joe, thanks for coming on tonight. As we just
Love
kind
you,
of
bro.
Thanks
Great
for having
time.
us.
chatted tonight. Sometimes it's fun just to have
Yeah.
just a chat, wide open chat, and just kind
Yeah.
of leave it wide open and just see where the wind takes us, and so we had
It's
some
our
fun time.
favorite hobby, right?
Yeah, that's what we do. We talk about these things. So anyway, so all right, folks. Hopefully
right.
I'll catch up with you later. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow night. I got to see how my day goes as far as work goes. But maybe who knows? Maybe if I get this app of Master Baseball going, maybe I'll come on and play it. And what I would like to do actually is play it real slow and then have someone like kind of go over it to see if I'm doing it correctly. That would help me out. Say, here's what I'm doing. Is this right? Let me know.
Tebow will probably do that for you.
Cool.
Yeah, I might get a hold of him tomorrow. I got to see what time I get home from work. But just to make sure I'm doing it right. I think I am, but there's so many little nooks and crannies that I'm probably forgetting something, But so we will talk to everybody later. Thanks for coming by. I'm going to try to have a good rest of the night. Yeah, I'm going to try to make another coffee here. This coffee was really good. I'm going to make another coffee before I go to bed.
Have a good night, everybody.
We'll see you later, guys.
Good
Bye-bye.
night and God bless everybody.
God bless.